on 95.7 FM and our live video stream at westerniowatoday.com. Happy New Year, Cody Weaver, and here we go, Atlantic and Shenandoah opening up things here tonight. This girl-boy doubleheader. Great to be here this evening, and of course tomorrow afternoon, weather permitting, Atlantic will host Creston in a girl-boy doubleheader. That'll be a makeup game from December the 13th, but lots of action going on. Wrestlers going to be at Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont tomorrow, and a lot going on that. Matt as well next week, but it's great to get started again.
It is. It seems like, we kind of just left off. We were over at Lewis Central and quick break, in the practices, and it'll be interesting to see how the girls and boys both have kind of changed from the first half. And the second half is going to start here now, and it gets a lot busier, and the schedule gets pretty tight.
No doubt, Cody. And for Shenandoah, they come in at 6-2, and they played St. Albert really close. They played Harlan really close. Really good basketball team coached by John Weinrich, and they're 6-2 coming in, 2-2 at home, and 4-0 on the road. On the road tonight here at Atlantic, and they're 1-2 in conference play. Atlantic 5-3, 4-1 here at home, 1-2 away, and 1-1 in conference action here as they face the Phillies tonight from Shenandoah. Broadcasts are brought to you by Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll. Also brought to you by the First Whitney Bank, the only bank you'll ever need, First Whitney Bank. Also brought to you by Body Basics. Call 254-BODY. Get your body back to basics. And the Seed Pros are by your side to maximize yields from the word go. Contact John Becker, Mark Ventiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knutson of all your Pioneer seed needs. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors. Also, 2nd Street Auto brings us your broadcast tonight. Your Transmission Pros and Outfitters Plus outlet store, your home for personalized sports apparel in Atlantic. Also brought to you by the Super Bowl. Grab the gang and head to the Super Bowl for Globe Bowling every Friday and it's Saturday night. And Swinna, they're safe, reliable Swinna. All your transportation needs and Stein Seed. Stein Hedge Yield. Contact Darren Petty, your local Stein representative. Also brought to you by Hy-Vee, a bakery, deli, grocery, meat department, and pharmacy. Always there for you, your Atlantic Hy-Vee. Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned full-line CarQuest retail store in Atlantic. And Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, the hometown bank for hometown people. Member FDIC. Also brought to you by Greg Young Automotive Group in Atlantic. They go the extra mile for you. Olson's BP, great food, Godfather's Pizza, and quality BP fuel to keep you going company. Olson's BP in Atlantic. And Oak Point Wealth Management. Aaron Friend, Oak Point Wealth Management, located inside Steiner Associates in Atlantic. In our live video stream here at westerniowatoday.com and Western Iowa Today TV and YouTube, powered by Nishnanet. We're going to hear from Atlantic head coach Dan Vargason coming up next. It's brought to you by McAtee Tire. McAtee Tire and Service, your headquarters for all your automotive repairs, and Goodyear Tires at 100 West 2nd Street in Atlantic. We'll hear from Coach Vargason right after this.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Welcome back to the McAtee Tire Coaches Show as we start the 2025 portion of the girls basketball season. Atlantic at home against Shenandoah here this evening. Tip-off coming up here in just a little bit. Coach Dan Vargason joining us. Coach, thank you for the time again. And let's take a look here now as we start the next half. Talk about the break practices. So what are some of the things you got done, and how do you feel things went over the break here?
Yeah, no, it was a good opportunity to be able to just kind of focus on the things we wanted to clean up ourselves, get through some of our sets a little bit more clean, focus on the defensive side of things, work on passing, some things like that. And just focus on ourselves, not have to worry about any scouting or getting ready for an upcoming opponent. So it was good to do that, get some players some reps, and also just give the kids some time off. when you get a break, it's nice to just be able to go home, recharge a little bit, and got to spend some time with family, and that was good for everybody. So good to have that, and then now it's time to get back and have a doubleheader, back-to-back nights, and get back into the swing of things.
You bet. Of course, you've got that game tomorrow. We'll talk about here a little bit later on. What are you most impressed with from this team here in the first part of the season, Coach?
Well, I'd say just the growth from last season to this year, seeing our kids start to play together and gel a little bit as a team, understanding how everybody plays, understanding our offense, our defense, rotations, just all those types of things, and then being able to, there were multiple games this year where, as a coaching staff, we're able to make a call, sit back and let them play. That's really cool when you're a coaching staff that's able to just watch kids play, let them do their thing, and not have to coach every single thing. You just get to let them play. So seeing our girls develop into basketball players a little bit, and knowing what they should do, being able to react during the game on their own and not having everything being coached to them. Just the growth that our girls have made has been tremendous. And then again, just seeing individuals step up and make plays, hitting key shots, getting rebound steals, doing things like that on the court, and just playing basketball. It's been a lot of fun. And then again, they get along really well. It's been a really fun group to coach. Not having to deal with locker room drama and things like that, just being able to watch our kids interact with each other in a positive way and have fun together. It's really fun, and as a coach, it's one of the most enjoyable things, not having to deal with all that outside stuff and just play basketball.
Shenandoah, the team at hand tonight, they've had a pretty good start to the season as well, with wins over Abraham Lincoln, Red Oak, Sydney, Nebraska City, Creston, and now you host them this evening. Talk about Shenandoah, and what are some of the challenges here? Yeah,
obviously a good basketball team. They're going to be well coached. They've been in every game, and they make a little bit of a run in every game, too. They played Harlan very close. They were down double digits with them and came back and made that a tough game, and they hung with St. Albert the whole way through and almost knocked them off. So they're a quality opponent. Obviously, I think you can't talk about Shenandoah right now and not talk about Lene Green inside, averaging almost 20 points and 14 rebounds a game. Very good post presence, and last year hit down a three to send it to overtime, and eventually they beat us. A player that we know very well, senior 1,000-point scorer, going to play D2 basketball next year. So very talented, but then freshman point guard. So you go from a senior to a freshman, and she's averaging 14.5. That's Kaylin Scammon. Everyone I think kind of already knew about her coming in, that she was going to be a talented player. She was very good in 8th grade last year, and averaging almost 15 a game as a freshman. So she's been a big addition to them as well, and kind of helps them go. And then Chloe Denton, really good three-point shooter. But she's really expanded her game as well, gets to the paint well, defends well, very athletic, averaging almost 13 a game. And then after that, it goes down to 5.7 and 5.1 points per game. Schubam and Fouch. So they've got some depth. They've got some scores, but they really roll off those top three, Green, Scammon, and Denton. But they do a lot of damage between those three. So you really got to respect them, and any of them can go off on any given night for more than their averages. Obviously, Lene Green can really put up points, but you've got to respect all of them, or they can beat you a lot of different ways.
Well, Coach, what's it going to come down to? What are the keys to success here?
Well, last year, we got up on them, and then they came back to beat us. They're a team that they don't quit. They don't go away. We've got to take care of the ball. We've got to be consistent. We've got to be able to stop the inside game, and we can't let them have offensive rebounds. That was what hurt us last year as well, was our offensive rebounding. Green does a great job. She averages over 5 a game. They get almost 14 a game. So we've got to limit their offensive rebounds, and then we've got to take care of the ball. We can't turn the ball over and give them extra opportunities. We've got to be pretty balanced with that. And we got to shoot the ball well. Coming out of break, we can't come out cold. We got to be ready to go and put the ball through the hoop. Play good basketball. So honestly, it's just discipline, coming out of break, ready to go, and not have a lull to start. It can be tough coming off a break and getting back into rhythm, but we got to be ready to go, because they're going to be they're a good basketball team, and they're not going to come out and give us any breaks either. So it's got to be ready to go from the opening tip.
Awesome, Coach. Of course, tomorrow afternoon, we might mention that the Trojans back in action, Creston coming to town. It was a December 13th road trip that was called off because of weather, and now they're going to move it to Atlantic tomorrow. Well, the varsity at 2:30 on the girls' side, the boys at 4. We'll have the JV freshmen also playing as well, and that's a makeup. On January 27th, instead of the game being in Atlantic, it will now be at Creston. Coach, thank you very much, and appreciate you. Have a great game. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
We'll be back with the starters and the first Whitney Bank opening tip-off right here on 95.7 FM and on live video stream, westerniowatoday.com, YouTube and TV powered by Nishtanet.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Tom Robbins alongside Cody Weaver as the Trojans in the white and the Phillies from Shenandoah in their purple road uniforms getting set to face off here this evening. Shenandoah 6-2, Atlantic 5-3. Phillies averaging 63 points a game offensively. Atlantic comes in averaging 56 points a contest. When you look at the free throw shooting, Shenandoah about 60%, Atlantic almost 70% from the line. Trojans had a pretty good first part of the season shooting from the free throw line. Also for the Phillies, they're shooting about 28% from the three-point line and 41% for the field. Atlantic 43% from the field and 31% for the three-point line. Atlantic will not have Zoe Kirchhoff, a starting point guard, here this evening. Rolled her ankle in practice last night. They're going to hold her out tonight. In fact, she's not even suited up. She will be suited tomorrow, and it'll be a game-time decision whether she plays against the Crescent Panthers at this home doubleheader tomorrow as well. Atlantic head coach Dan Vargas, assisted by Coach Matt Best, Coach Katie Christensen, and also Coach Shelby McCready. JV game, Atlantic able to win that one here this evening as well. And for the Phillies, head coach is John Weinrich, and he's got his squad ready to go to be introduced here. And Logan Hughes and Corey Scammon, the coaches for the Shenandoah Phillies, as we're going to have the starting lineups. We'll have the national anthem and the first Whitney Bank opening tip-off here in just a little bit. So let's take a look at the starting lineups. We'll start off with Shenandoah. The road team here tonight, Chloe Denton, a 5'4 senior, will get a start at a point guard. Denton averaging 12.5 points a game coming in for Shenandoah. Alexa Shebom, a senior at 5'4", also getting a start for Coach Weinrich. She averages 5.71 a game. Kaylin Scammon, that talented freshman, 5'8". She is in double figures scoring so far this season. Scammon averaging 14.5 as a freshman. Kylie Fouch, a 5'4 senior, also starting. Fouch averaging just over 5 points a game. And Lene Green, the outstanding post player for the Phillies, averaging almost 20 points a game. She is shooting 58% from close range. She can hit the three as well. She's 1 for 4. But if you remember a year ago, she hit that three-point shot to send the game in overtime. And the Phillies won that contest on their home court over Atlantic here 1 year ago. So it's going to be Denton, Shebom, Scammon, Fouch, and Green starting for Shenandoah. For Atlantic, they're going to start McKenna Schrader, a 5'5 junior, at the shooting guard for the Trojans. Schrader this season averaging 12.5 points a game. Lila Wiederstein will start at a guard as well. Lila Jr., a 5'6 junior, and so far this season, Lila averaging right at 7.7 a contest. Peyton McLaren will get a start at the point guard in place of Kirchhoff tonight. McLaren, a 5'7 sophomore, enters the contest averaging just under 2 points a game. And then Peyton Harder, the 5'11 senior, she's the leader for Atlantic. Harder's having a great season as well, averaging 17.5 a game and double-digit rebounds, averaging 12 rebounds a game. Much like Lene Green coming in as well. And Cortina Williams will get the start down low as well. Williams comes in with an average 7.7 points a game, and she's averaging about 6.4 rebounds a contest. Those are your starting lineups. We'll have the first Whitney Bank opening tip-off coming up here in just a little bit. The color guard will march to the center of the floor here. We'll have our national anthem here And we'll keep it right here for that as we're moments away from the opening tip-off here from Atlantic. We'll keep it here for the national anthem with the color guard. And our opening tip-off brought to you by the First Whitney Bank, a local bank, the only bank you'll ever need, First Whitney Bank.
First Whitney Bank is the longest-standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Whitney Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Tom Robinson, Cody Weaver. Our live video stream powered by NishNet. So welcome to the broadcast. As we're getting set to go, Green and Harder will jump it. Green for Shenandoah and Harder for Atlantic. The Phillies moving left to right, Atlantic right to left. Two of these stars for these two teams jumping it up here, and the tip is up and controlled by Harder of Atlantic, and the Trojans have the basketball to start the game. McKenna Schrader, right baseline to Harder. Facing a zone now put on by Shenandoah. McLaren top of the key. She'll swing it left to Schrader. Schrader, McLaren. Back to Schrader. They'll kick it right side to Lila Wiederstein. Just underway here. Baseline Schrader dumps it low to Harder. Backdoor pass. Layup good. Great look by Schrader to Harder.
Yeah, they opened up the inside of the paint there.
Atlantic up 2-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Shen against the pressure. They throw it away. Atlantic forced the turnover with that pressure defense. And Shenandoah will go back on D. Atlantic on the offensive end as Wiederstein will throw it into McLaren. 2-0 Atlantic on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Just underway here in Atlantic. McLaren across the half-court line. Throws it away. Nice steal by Shebom, and she'll take it down the left side. Layup up. God! Shebom with the steal and the bucket, and we're tied at 2. Atlantic with the ball back against the pressure. Scammon putting pressure on the ball. They get it down low to McLaren. She'll take it to the baseline. Back out top to McKenna Schrader. Wiederstein will go to that right wing and take the pass. Under 7 to play first quarter. Tied at 2-2. Schrader out top. McLaren drives down the left side. Bounce pass across the lane. A dangerous pass. Lene Green with a good job of defense that time. Kicked it out of bounds.
Yeah, she was just right there under the bucket and accidentally kicked it out.
So Schrader will throw it in from the baseline. Left side of the basket for Atlantic. He'll get it out to Wiederstein. Right side Schrader. 10-foot J in the air. Good! Schrader with the 2. Atlantic up 4-2 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. 6:39 to go in the first quarter. Pass ahead. Shebom with it. High post to Lene Green. Green average almost 20 a game. She's 6'1", playing inside. Denton with it left. Into Lene Green. She'll take it to the rack. Lays it up and in.
Very athletic. Green, as you know, watching her warm up. She's got the length and the size and very athletic.
And she averaged about 12 rebounds a game. Atlantic turns it over. Shebom with a steal for the Phillies. 4-4 ball game. Shen with a chance to take the lead here. Denton top of the circle. Inside to Green. Lays it up and in. Green with another one. She has 4. And now it's a 6-4 Shen lead As the Phillies with a little minor run down low to Wiederstein, layup up, good! Tied at 6, Lila Wiederstein with the bucket for the Trojans.
Well, that's a good way to kind of try to break that press. We saw some of that in the JV game as well.
And Wiederstein almost got the steal on Fouch, and a foul called on Lila, the junior. And Shenandoah will have the basketball out of bounds along the near sideline. We're tied at 6. 5:41 to play here in the first quarter. The Seed Pro scoreboard. The inbounds out top. Scammon, who's averaging 14 a game, just a freshman, over to Denton left wing. Baseline, Fouch. They look for Green, she double team. Out top, Scammon, jump shot, no. Gets her own rebound, layup up, and it's missed. And the ball is tipped to Harder. Harder averaging about 12 rebounds a game, pulls it down for Atlantic. Back out top and McLaren. McLaren goes left wing. Schrader. McLaren baseline left, inside Williams, layup up, and it's no good. Rebound knocked out by Shenandoah. Atlantic will have the ball baseline. Great look inside. Williams just couldn't quite get it in.
It was opened up again there, just a little bit of a rush shot.
Schrader will throw it in. 5:09 to play, first quarter into Harder. Down low to Williams, lays it up and in. Atlantic up 8-6.
You know, when Green kind of following Harder there and opened up that inside, and Lamp able to put that in.
No, they're playing step to step, Cody. It's exactly what we thought we'd see here as Williams almost gets a steal at the other end. Shenandoah 6-2 coming in. They've had a perfect road record at 4-0. Atlantic 5-3. Inbounds pass to Lene Green. She'll take it down inside. Shot no, and a travel called on Green. Turnover Shenandoah, 4:51 to play first quarter. Atlantic will get the ball back. It'll be Wiederstein throwing the ball in for the baseline. Out to Schrader against that press. Wiederstein, McLaren, they get across the half-court line smoothly. McLaren double team, back out to Wiederstein, swings it right to Schrader. She's wide open, she'll launch the triple, no good. And the rebound, Shebom for Shenandoah, out to Scammon. The freshman will bring it across the half-court line at 4:30 to play, first quarter. Atlantic up by a pair, 8-6, on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Lene Green, high post. She'll take it down inside, turns, elevates, shoots, no good. Rebound to Schrader for Atlantic. The guard will bring it ahead across the timeline. Sets it up at the top. Right side of Wiederstein. High post to Williams. Williams pivots, now baseline Harder. She looks at the triple and threw it away. Dent with a steal for Shenandoah. No one home there for Harder. 4 minutes to go first quarter. Scammon with the right wing on the drive. Baseline Fouch, back to Scammon. She'll launch the triple for the lead. Good! Scammon with the triple for Shenandoah. And that puts the Phillies on top, 9-8 here in this first quarter. Big three by Scammon. Driving Schrader, down low to McLaren, and a whistle. We've got a travel called on the Trojans. And the Phillies get the ball back with 3:37 to play first quarter. Scammon averaging 14 a game, just a freshman coming in. Just drained her 20th three-point shot of the season, shooting about 30% from behind that three-point line. And that was a big three to put the Phillies in the lead by 1, 9-8. 3:30 to go, and Wiederstein just picked up her second foul, trying to jump the passing route on Shebom. Quickly off the bench for Atlantic will be Bryn Lamp, the 5'11" sophomore. Lamp will play that point on that 1-2-2 zone defense. Scammon takes the inbounds pass. The freshman will bring it across the timeline. 9-8, Shen with the lead. Right side of Shebom. She'll kick it out top. Baseline, Scammon, Green, inside. Double, triple team. She'll put it up, no good. Williams snags the rebound for Atlantic. Big rebound for Williams. Get out to McLaren. 3:09 to play, first quarter. 9-8, Shenandoah with the lead by 1. Schrader on the right wing. Looks inside, nothing there. Kick out to McLaren. McLaren driving down the left side, leaves it off for Lamp. Back out top, McLaren. Skip past the Harder, baseline right. Harder will set and fire the three. God, how about that?
I watched her warm up earlier with her socks on there, kind of during the middle of the JV game, and she was pretty accurate. So
that's a big three for Atlantic now. 11-9 Trojans. 2:35 to play first quarter. Shen with the basketball in the front court. Green, she'll try to answer with a triple. No good short. Rebound McLaren for Atlantic. The sophomore will bring it across the timeline. On the left side. And the ball is tipped to Lamp. Baseline, McLaren. Back out top to Schrader. 2-3 zone by Shenandoah here. Schrader with the bounce. Picked it up. She'll give it off to McLaren. 2:12 to go first quarter. 11-9 Atlantic. Harder, right baseline. Holds, drives on Green. All the way underneath, up to Williams. Williams turns, shoots, and a whistle. And we've got a travel called, I believe, in Atlantic. Good defense by Shenandoah.
I don't know. The officials both had to kind of look at each other to know if it's a travel or a foul. And
that's a good way to do it, though. They communicated with their eyes, and then they agreed. A tough call, but I think it's the right call. Phillies with the ball, 1:59 to go, first half, quarter. They'll whip the ball to Green on the high post, down low. Back out top. Shebom for three. Got it. Shebom with a triple.
not a lot of arch there, but this is direct right into the bucket.
Line drive went in. 12-11 Shenandoah at the lead. Both teams shooting pretty well here in this first quarter play. McLaren will attack the rim. Layup up, no good. No, it is good. It rimmed out and came back down. And McLaren averaging just under 2 a game. Gets a pair there to put Atlantic up 13-12 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Shen the front court. They work the ball out top to Scammon on the baseline. Inside. Working in and out top. Firing for three is Shebom. No good. Rebound harder for the Trojans. She'll bring it across. 60 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Atlantic by 1, 13-12. Right side of Harder. She'll launch the triple again. In and out, no good. The rebound ripped down by Green for Shenandoah. And they'll bring it to the front court. Bounce pass, Shebom left wing. Shebom looks out top to Scammon, and now high post to Green. Green on the bounce, back up to Scammon. She'll fire a long three, no good. And the rebound comes off to Green. Layup good.
Yeah, went up strong there and just banked it right in.
Yeah, Green with 6 points here in the first quarter. Back up by a point is Shenandoah, 14-13. A half minute to go in this first stanza. Atlantic with the basketball to the front court. Schrader with the ball. No, to McLaren, right wing. 15 seconds on the clock, first quarter. McLaren to Lamp, 10 seconds on the game clock. 9 seconds, 8 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lamp high and right at 6. Holds the ball and gives it off to Williams at 4. Williams dumps it back toward Harder at 3. Knocked out of bounds at 2 and at 1.
That's going to be a...
Atlantic's ball with a second on the clock. He pointed towards it. The Trojans. And waiting, yep, there you go. Schrader will throw it in for Atlantic. Coach Weinrich hustling in players here on the defensive end. Scammon will go back in. Here we go. They're trying to clog up the middle there on the Harder. So the throw in with a second to go in the first quarter, and it's tipped away by Scammon. Nice defense by the freshman.
Yeah, really quick.
First quarter comes to an end, and the Phillies with a 14-13 lead on the Seed Pro scoreboard. We're back right after these.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Welcome back to Atlantic. The Trojans and the Phillies in a battle here. Shenandoah with a 14-13 lead after 1, and it was step for step. Phillies with a couple of threes from Shebom and Scammon. Atlantic had a 1-3 from Peyton Harder. Shannon with a basketball to start the second quarter. Abigail Dumler's in the game now. And Atlantic gets the rebound off the miss by Fouch. McLaren gets the boards. He'll bring it across. Dumler's in there for Shenandoah. She played a lot of that first quarter, and she's on the defense against Schrader out top. Shenandoah in that zone defense in the matchup zone. Driving Lamp. Cut off and a whistle and a travel called on Brent Lamp. Trojans turn it over. And Shenandoah gets the ball back the other way, left to right. Scammon will check in for a Dumbler. Shen with Fouch, Scammon, Denton, Lene Green in the lineup. Shen with the ball in the front court. And the kick out top to Scammon. She has 1 3-ball so far in that first half. Driving layup, no good.
Yeah, Scammon, I'd be interested to know if that is Cole Scammon's sister, who's the wrestler or not. And it's not a very common name that you hear much of. And
well, he's a good one, too. There's no doubt about it.
He's athletic as well. But, you know, usually when your dad is a basketball coach, you play basketball. So, because Scammon is an assistant, correct?
It's right. He is an assistant as well. So here we go. Shen will throw the ball in. We may have to check on that, Cody. Here's Scammon for 3, right baseline, missed the shot. And the rebound run down by Schrader for the Trojans. Pass ahead to Williams. Near side of McLaren. 14-13 Shenandoah. 1 minute into the second quarter. Baseline harder for Atlantic. Back out top to Lamp. And McLaren on the drive, found a seam. She slithers in, lays it up and good. They're going to count the bucket.
I don't know. I thought he said no originally, that it was on the floor.
And maybe that is, I think you're right, Cody. My bad. I think it's going to be on the floor. No bucket. But a great drive of McLaren nonetheless. So the inbounds for Schrader with 6:58 to go second quarter. 14-13 Shenandoah. Nobody scored here in this first minute of the second stanza. Back out top to Harder. Harder takes it inside the block to Lamp. Lamp out top to McLaren. McLaren swings it right to Harder. Harder to Lamp. Lamp on one bounce out to McLaren. McLaren on the dribble, free throw line to Schrader. Schrader directs traffic, now left baseline to McLaren. McLaren kicks it out to Harder and a skip pass. Harder, Schrader. Couple of dribbles, runs into traffic. We've got a whistle and a foul called on Shenandoah. And it's been a really clean first half. Not many fouls in that first quarter. And that's the second on Shenandoah here in quarter number 2. So Schrader will throw it in for Atlantic. And looking out top for Harder on the right wing. Baseline Schrader, she'll launch the triple up and good!
Yeah, that one was mine. You could tell right kind of from the beginning there. It was heading in the right direction.
Atlantic takes the lead back 16-14 on Schrader's three-point shot. A huge bucket for the Trojans. Shenandoah with the ball in the front court for Atlantic. Schrader just made her 19th three-point basket. She's 19 of 52. Phillies within the front. Foul called on Harder. And that'll be an out-of-bounds throw-in for Shenandoah. 6:07 to go in the second quarter. That one banked in, Cody.
Anything counts.
It counted.
You only have to call it in horse.
That's right. Good point. Scammon, Denton with a high right. They try to go into Green. They get it to her. She puts it up and in.
And we saw that kind of the beginning of the first quarter where she was open. And not that she's open, I should say. She's just got that height advantage. She jumps up, brings it down, and then goes right back up.
Well, that was a tough pass inside.
Yes.
And she's able to gather it in. Schrader for 3. Can't get it for Atlantic. Rebound comes off the leg of Lane Green. And it's a 16-16 game. 5:35 to play first half. Shenandoah in the front court. Bounce pass. Shebom. Skip pass. Denton high and right. Baseline. Fouch for 3. No good. Rebound to Lamp. Leaves it off for Schrader on the move for Atlantic. She's outnumbered. And she's fouled by Denton. And that'll be 3 on Shenandoah here in the second quarter with 5:20 to go here in the second stanza. Wiederstein will check in here shortly. I believe that's Estes for the Phillies. They don't have a 43 down here. I've got a 33, and there's a few numbers that are different here. We're trying to get that figured out. Here's the pass inside to Williams. Shot up, no good. A foul called on to Shenandoah. So we'll see. No, Estes is on the bench at 33. Looking for that 43 and looking at the roster as well, and didn't see. So free throws for Williams. 16-16 game. First one's on the way and good. Williams with 3 points. Atlantic up 17-16 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Second free throw coming up for Katrina Williams. It's on the way. She made them both. Couple of big free throws for Williams for Atlantic. Trojans up by a pair, 18-16. Shen with the basketball. A bounce pass, Shebom, high post to Green. Dribbles in the block, down low, throws it away. Atlanta gets the ball back with a 2-point lead, 5:07 to play.
Yeah, just a little bit too much heat on there by Green.
So here we go. McLaren will dribble across the timeline for Atlantic. 5 minutes left, second quarter. Atlantic up 18-16, the Seed Pros scoreboard. Baseline right. McLaren back door to Peyton Harder. Stolen away by Shebom. Here come the Phillies. Scamming with it. Pulls up on the right wing. Atlantic in that 1-2-2 zone. High post. They work the ball on the left wing to Denton. Denton on the drive. Skids to a stop. Baseline throw. Shot no good. Rebound tapped in the hands of Atlantic with 4:34 to play in this first half. McLaren brings it across the half-court line for Atlantic. Trojans by 2 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. McLaren baseline foul on Denton, and that'll put McLaren on the free throw line for a pair here in the second quarter. Trojans up 18-16 here in the Seed Pros scoreboard.
Shenandoah's defense, is really nice, quick, reactive, and, I think she just kind of got caught there, maybe stepping in a little bit too firm, but defensively they've done a good job, and I know, Coach Vargason talked about the turnovers, eliminating that, working on that and over the break, and they have had some, that first quarter.
Free throw by McLaren is good. 19-16 Atlantic, runner by Scammon, can't get it to go. Rebound McLaren for the Trojans. Guarded by Scammon across the half-court line, leaves it off for Wiederstein, left wing. Back out top to McLaren, near the 4-minute mark to go second quarter. Wiederstein, Williams, bounce pass low, a nice steal. Picked off by Dumler, and Dumler gets the steal for Shenandoah. Out to Denton, baseline Shebom, down inside to Green. Green held in check here in the second quarter, and Denton throws it away. Atlantic gets the ball back on the turnover with 3:45 to go. Second quarter, Lamp in for Wiederstein. Atlantic up 19-16 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Inbounds to McLaren. She'll bring it across on the walk. 3:40 to play, second quarter. Shen led to 14-13 at the first quarter break. Atlantic up by 3 here. Schrader top of the circle for the Trojans, and we've got a whistle and a timeout called by Coach Weinrich of Shenandoah. A 30-second break, and we're back right after this.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Body back to the basics.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7.
Welcome back. Here we go, Atlantic with the basketball with 3.5 to go here in this first half. 19-16 Trojans after the timeout. Schrader dumps it low to Williams. Williams lobs it off the glass. Good! Williams with 6.
That took some muscle on her part. I mean, there was a firm backstop there that wasn't going to give, and she was able to finish that shot.
Well, she did. That puts Atlantic up by 5, their largest spread here in this first half by either team. 21-16 Trojans. Baseline foul. Shen is knocked out by Williams. 3:01 to go, second quarter. Shen with the basketball. 21-16 the Seed Pros scoreboard. Williams with 6 points here in the first half. Throw in Scammon, the freshman, way out top. Shebom back to Scammon, high and right. Look to the triple, pulled it back down, baseline to Shebom, down into Green. Green back out top. Scammon for 3, got it! Boy, she can hit it.
She's been accurate. tonight.
And that squeezed the lead at 21-19. Scammon with 6, both from beyond the arc. Atlantic in the front court, 21-19 Trojans. Scammon with 2 threes here. Harder tries a shot, traveled with it. Shen gets the ball back, a chance to tie or take the lead with the deep ball. And for Kaylin Scammon, that's her 21st three-point shot of the season. He shoots over 30% behind that three-point line. Shen down by 2 with the ball, 2:20 to go here in this second quarter. Bounce pass, right baseline to Fouch. Down into Green. Green takes it inside the bank. Back to Fouch for 3. Good! Fouch puts the Phillies up by 1. 22-21. Fouch with a big triple. And a timeout. Whoops, check that. We have a technical foul on the Atlantic bench, I believe. And so we're going to see Shenandoah shoot a couple here. 22-21, Phillies with the lead. And a big 3 by Fouch, Cody Weaver. That was the difference.
Well, you know, honestly, all the girls are going towards Green there in the center to try to reduce that. She's done a great job kicking it back out, and they're getting wide open shots.
Well, you're right. Scammon with 2. There's a free throw made by Scammon there. Scammon has 7 points, 2 threes, and you're right. Scammon was out, getting that out to let pass Fouch, and then Shebom as well. And now the Phillies go up 23-21. 2:04 to go here in the first half. 2-point lead for the Phillies. Scammon with the basketball, top of the circle. Atlantic with just 1 foul in the second quarter. Scammon drives, stops, and pops. Missed the shot. Rebound comes off to Scammon for Shenandoah. She'll step back and fire a 3. No good. Rebound to Shenandoah. Fouch out top. They get a new shot clock. 1:40 to go. First half, Atlantic down 23-21. They led 21-16. And a 7-0 run by Shenandoah. Into Green. She'll take it to the rim. Lays it up and in. Renee Green with 10 first half points, averaging just over 19. And it's a 25-21 Philly lead on a 9-0 run here in the second quarter. Driving, McLaren stops, runs it. Good! McLaren with a nice runner for Atlantic.
Nice quick jump shot there.
So she breaks that 9-0 run. Phillies in the front court. They turn it over. A travel called. And then we'll check back in for Coach Weinrich. 1:03 to go. First half, 25-23 Shenandoah. They went on a 9-0 run. And McLaren averaging just under 2 a game for Atlantic is stepping up. She has 5 points for the Trojans. Starting in place of Kirchhoff, the Trojan starting point guard on the bench with an injury. They think she might play tomorrow against Creston. 48 seconds to go, second quarter. Pass to Williams, double teamed, and a whistle, a foul called on Green. That's 6 fouls on the Phillies here in the second quarter. Atlantic shooting free throws. And it'll be Williams at the line for the Trojans. And Williams 2 for 2 this evening shooting free throws. On the season, a 59% free throw shooter, and she missed the first of 2.
Yeah, and just Green's first foul, so she's got plenty to give the second.
Yeah, she's safe. No worries for Coach Weinrich there. Second free throw by Katrina Williams coming up. And here it is. It is no good. Green with the rebound. And the Phillies with the ball in the front, leading by 2, 25-23. 37 seconds to go. A shot missed, didn't rebound. Back to Scammon, a baseline to Fouch. Scammon, top of the circle. 30 seconds to go in the half. On the game clock, it's even with the shot clock, and they're going to go for 1. They ended the second quarter a 9-0 run, then made it a 9-2 run. 25-23 Shen. 16 seconds on the clock. Scammon on the bounce for Shenandoah, down to 14-13 on the clock. Down to 11-10. Scammon on the drive at 9. Pulls up at 8. Fouch out top to Green at 6. Looks at the clock at 5. Baseline out top. Denton, Green at 1. Throws up a 3. No good. That's it here in the first half.
Just didn't have a lot of time to get her feet set. Kind of a rush shot there to end this first half.
But Shenandoah, they led 14-13 after 1. And then they won on a 9-0 run there late in the second quarter. Atlantic had a 21-16 lead, and the Phillies took the lead 25-21. They lead 25-23 at the halftime break. Halftime coming up. Our halftime is brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel. Your home for the great Godfather's Pizza. Back with the first half scoring right after this.
At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at Western Iowa Today.
Welcome back to halftime. Tom Robbins alongside Cody Weaver. Really good first half of basketball, Cody.
It was. I mean, Atlantic had some turnovers. Defensively, Shenandoah is all hustle, though. I mean, they're going after the rebounds, whether it's inside or outside. And so I think the second half, you just have to clean up those turnovers. And, you know, I talked about Green inside. There's 3 girls on her. She kicks it back out, and they're getting wide open shots. And they've been accurate, you know, so far.
Well, Shenandoah shooting about 28% from behind that three-point line. They have 4 threes here in the first half of play to Atlantic's 2. And you're right, Shebom has one of those. Kaylin Scammon has 2 threes, and Kylie Fouch with the other one. But Lene Green did get her points, and mainly that first quarter. She has 10 to lead the Phillies here in the first quarter of play. Alexis Shebom with 5, and Kaylin Scammon with 7. Kylie Fouts with 3 for Shenandoah. For Atlantic, McKenna Schrader with 5. She has 1 3. Lila Wiederstein with 2, and she's been hampered by a couple of fouls early. They miss her, and they're going to need her back in the lineup with her defense, and I'm sure we'll see plenty of her in the second half. Peyton McLaren, who started tonight in place of Zoe Kirchhoff, who is not suited because of injury. Peyton had a pretty good first half offensively, going to the basket. She has 5, and Peyton Harder was held down. Harder averaging, about 17 points coming in, 17.5 to be exact. And she has 5 points.
I think one of them was a 3.
Yeah, and one was a 3, exactly. In Williams, Katrina Williams, she ended up with 6 points, 2 for 4 from the line. McLaren 1 for 2 from the free throw line, and Shenandoah just shot 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Really a clean first quarter. Then Shenandoah did pile up some fouls in that second quarter, putting Atlantic on the free throw line, and particularly Williams, who ended up 2 for 3 from that charity stripe. Halftime score 25-23. Shenandoah with the lead again. They led 14-13 after 1 quarter, and they squeeze out a 2-point lead here at the halftime break. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, so we'll be back right after these on 95.7 FM and our live video stream on WesternIowaToday.com.
The Super Bowl in Atlantic is a great place to have your next celebration. Birthday parties, family outings, date nights, or just hanging out with friends. The Super Bowl is the place to be. With Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights and ramps and bumpers for the kids, anyone can have a blast at the Super Bowl. Call Dan today at 243-4656 to reserve your lane and get ready for fun.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Savor and save this weekend at your Atlantic Hy-Vee. 3 days only, Friday through Sunday. Fresh ground chuck, $3.98 a pound. Jimmy Dean bacon, only $2.99 each. Bone-in pork shoulder roast, only $1.68 a pound. Hy-Vee Midwest pork, boneless pork loin chops, 3 for $5. Marinated chicken breasts, 2 for $4. Our own special recipe bratwurst slingshot patties, 10 for $10, and that's definitely not all. As always, thank you for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7.
So we'll stick with what we have here, though. I'll tell you that. Hey, we'll take a quick timeout. Our halftime brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel.
Is your New Year's resolution to save money? Are you hungry for a slice of greatness? Godfather's Pizza, located right here at Olson's BP in Atlantic, has a deal that you can't refuse all January long. Right now, order any large pizza and you'll get half off any delicious side. Don't wait, this offer is only good through the end of January, and it's one side per order. Swing by Olson's BP in Atlantic and make sure your next meal doesn't break the bank. Godfather's Pizza and Olson's BP in Atlantic, the keep you going store.
At Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We've been dedicated to our communities for over 35.
I think we're getting set for the second half of play. And for the Trojans, they'll come out with McKenna Schrader, Peyton Harder, Lila Wiederstein, Katrina Williams, and Peyton McLaren for Atlantic. And we'll check Coach Weinrich here in a moment. First half, Shenandoah led 14-13 after one quarter of play. Atlantic jumped out to a 21-16 lead. They went on a 5-0 run, and then they were a victim of that as Shenandoah went on a 9-0 run there at the end of the first half, leading 25-23, and they end up on a 9-2 run there down the stretch for the Phillies. So we come out here in the second half, and for Shenandoah, Lene Green, Shebom is out, Scammon is out, Denton is out, and Kylie Fouch rounds out the 5 for the Phillies. 25-23 Shenandoah, the ball will be in the hands of Atlantic. And McKenna Schrader will throw it in for the Trojans for the far side. McLaren's done a nice job of that point guard. You know, Kirchhoff, they're missing her, the junior starter, but McLaren's done a nice job of the first half. Reverse dribble gets it across the half-court line. Double team gets it out of the trap. Out top the line of Wiederstein. Just underway second half. McLaren, top of the circle for Atlantic. Reverse dribble goes back left. Kick out top, Schrader. Schrader looks for Williams, the high post off the screen, drives, runner up short, rebound Green for Shenandoah, and she'll kick it out to Scammon. He'll bring it across the half-court line. Green averaging 13 rebounds a game, and the shot put up and in. Phillies come right out and get a basket. This one from Scammon again, and she has 11 points. And the Phillies on top, 27-23. Atlantic in the front court. They work the ball to the right side up Harder for three. No good. Airs it out of bounds. Shenandoah gets the ball back. Up by 4.
Yeah, you know, you talked about Peyton a little bit, you know, and she did a nice job driving right in the middle with that quick jumper also. So she's been aggressive.
There's a pass ahead to Den down the lane, and she can't handle the pass from Scammon. Turnover. Atlantic gets the ball back, Cody.
Kind of payback there, 1 for 1.
So the Trojans with the ball in a trailing by 4, 27-23. Harder. High and right. Out top to Wiederstein. Lila with 2 fouls. To Williams. He'll swing it left to Schrader. Schrader on the bounce. Looks down low to Williams and up to the trap. Shot good, and she drew the foul.
Yeah, and that was a great job. Again, talked about Williams being strong, and that was a good job. She had 2 big defenders, tall defenders beside her, and she was able to finish that shot.
When you talk about her muscling one up with the first half, and same thing there for Williams, a 5'11 junior. And her free throw for the and one is up, and it's no good. Rebound loose, and Shenandoah comes up with it. So Williams has missed her last 3 free throws. 27-25, Phillies with the lead. The ball skipped left side of Shebom. Baseline, Fouch for a triple. Missed the shot. Lennox has the bucket surrounded, and Harder comes up with it. Harder averaging 12 boards a game for Atlantic. Out top to McLaren, early third quarter. Shenandoah 27-25. Peyton Harder with it. Driving, kicks it right side of Wiederstein. Back out top to Williams. Left side is Schrader. Nearing the 6-minute mark to go in this third quarter. Harder, Wiederstein, Williams. Left side, McLaren.
You see kind of Schrader there kind of opening up. And
Schrader with a 3, missed the shot. Got her on rebound, a runner missed, and Shenandoah gets the ball back.
Yeah.
You're right, she's wide open, Cody.
And McLaren was kind of in that same position right before that, so it is opening up there underneath the basket.
Shen with the ball, Scammon top of the circle on the bounce. Skip pass to Denton, down inside to Green, and overshot her. Turnover, Shenandoah. And Lenny gets the ball back.
You know, and Green took some hard throws first half and was able to, gather those in and finish a shot. And that one was she just had one hand up, so she needs a pair of them NFL gloves where she can stick to her.
Green with 8. Scammon leads the team with 11. Landing with the ball in the front court. Williams in the paint. Bounce pass right wing. Harder, and she traveled with it. Turnover back the other way to Shenandoah. 27-25. Phillies with a 2-point lead in the ball. Atlantic with the pressure. Scammon. Kalen Scammon, a 5'8 freshman. On the dribble, lobs it ahead to Shebom. Shebom now high post to Lene Green. And down inside to Denton. The ball almost knocked away by Atlantic. And it is. Wiederstein got a hand on it. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be Shenandoah's ball on the baseline, left right side. 5:04 to play third quarter. Tight ball game, 27-25. Phillies with a lead on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Denton wide open left wing. Drives in, 14-foot J, no. Rebound Green, and she'll kick it out. They're scamming for 3, no good. Rebound Green, and it's whipped out of her hands and picked up by McLaren, and then Williams goes a-flying.
I don't know how, again, I've said it before, but I'm not a basketball person, but Green's laying on the ground. I don't know how that could be a foul when you trip over her, but we'll take it, I guess. Williams,
I think it's smarter, but Katrina's not going to let it show.
Right.
She bounced right back up, and she's had a good game so far. Atlantic in the front court, out top to Harder, so Swale left. McLaren with it, 4:35 to play third quarter. Here's Harder for 3 for the lead. Missed the shot. Rebound Denton. 27-25. Shenandoah with the lead in the basketball. Scammon with it on the drive left side. So bring it back up inside. Denton for 3. No good. Rebound long. Green comes up with it for Shenandoah. She'll pivot in the lane. Back out top to Scammon. Picked up by McLaren. Right wing. Shebom. Low to Green. Double team. Puts it up. No good. A foul called on Atlantic. So Green with 8 points has not scored in the third quarter. And she'll shoot a pair here with the Phillies on top, 27-25. And we're going to have a timeout. 30-second timeout for Atlantic head coach Dan Vargason. And we'll take it with him. We're back right after this.
At Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We've been dedicated to our communities for over 35 years. From real estate and ag loans to personal and commercial banking, we offer a full range of financial services tailored to meet your needs. We believe in giving back and being involved in the communities we serve. Stop into one of our 12 convenient locations or visit us at rollinghillsbank.com.
Back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.
Welcome back as Green will shoot a pair from the line for Shenandoah. First one is money. Lene Green with 9, averaging almost 20 a game, just under 20 at 19. That free throw is short. Rebound Harder for Atlantic. Harder averaging 12 boards a game, snags that one. And she's been held down to minimal points, just 5 points in the first half. Wiederstein over to Schrader, 28-25 Shenandoah. Under 4 to play third quarter. Harder, top of the circle, give it a go to Wiederstein, and a whistle. Foul call on Shen on the floor. Nice break by Lila. Good feed by Harder, the foul before the shot. And checking in is Fouch. Kylie Fouch, the 5'4 senior for Shenandoah. Wiederstein will come out as Bryn Lapp is in for the Trojans. McKenna Schrader will throw it in for Atlantic. Left side of the basket. Schrader. Harder. Right baseline Schrader for 3. Here it is. No good. Rebound Green. Good hands for Green. She'll get it out to Scammon, the freshman. Scammon across the half-court line. 3:40 to play, third quarter. Baseline. Dumbler and throws it away. Now a foul called on Shenandoah. 28-25, and maybe not as smooth as the first couple of quarters we saw in this one, Cody. And a timeout called again.
Yeah, and I think both coaches here just trying to get things organized a little bit.
We'll take a break. We're back in 30.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic. Our Greg Young Fresh Start program helps you hit the road with confidence, overcome credit challenges with personalized financing, and a wide selection of great vehicles. Visit us today to find your brand new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram. Or check out our huge pre-owned selection at GregYoungAtlantic.com and GregYoungCDJRAtlantic.com. And to apply. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Back to Atlantic Trojan basketball.
Atlantic will have the ball after timeout. 3:32 to play in the third quarter. Phillies up 28-25. Inbounds to McLaren. She'll walk it across for the Trojans. Shenandoah in a 1-2-2 zone, much like Atlantic. They match it up as well. McLaren backdoor Harder. Layup up and good! And she drew the foul. And Harder with the and one to tie the game.
And the ref really liked that one. He really gave it the drop.
So Harder now puts Atlantic within 128-27 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. And a free throw will tie it up with 3:19 to go, third quarter. And Peyton Hart at the line.
And they're showing 4 fouls now on Green.
Yeah. Free throw Harder up and missed the back iron. Williams rebound for the Trojans. Her putback is up no good. And the Phillies, Dumbler comes up with it. And Shenandoah in the front court up by 128-27. They work the ball left side to Scammon. Scammon loops it to Dumbler right baseline. Dumbler back out top to Scammon. 15 the shot clock, left wing. Shebom on the bounce out to Scammon. Deep three by Scammon, no good. Rebound Schrader for the Trojans. 28-27 in favor of Shenandoah. Atlantic dribbling the front court inside to Williams. She'll put it up, no good. Foul called on Shen. And that's going to be number 5 on the Phillies. And that'll put Atlantic on the free throw line for 2 here the remainder of the period. So Williams at the line, and she's missed her last 3. She went 2 for 2 early, and she is 2 for 5 the line and makes that one. Big free throw for Williams. We're tied at 28-28. 2:35 to play in the third. Second free throw, money. That puts Atlantic up 29-28 on Williams' free throw. Both of them made. Atlantic by 1. Shen in the front court with Scammon. Baseline drive cut off nicely by McLaren. She'll take it back up. Runner no good. Rebound Schrader for the Trojans. Schrader splits the defense. She'll take it all the way down inside. Layup up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Denton for Shen. Phillies now down by 1 with the basketball. Pass ahead to Scammon. 2 minutes to play, third quarter. Scammon drives, kicks it right. Dumbler down low and throws it away. Tipped out by the Trojans. Phillies will have the ball. Scammon will throw it in left side of the basket with 1:59 to play, third quarter. 29-28. Atlantic with the lead. And the ball tipped out by Schrader. On the throw-in, and Wiederstein will come back in for the Trojans. And out will go Bryn Lamp. Trojan played 6 here in this ball game. Shenandoah has played 8. And it's Denton, right side Scammon. Deep 3 for Scammon. Good! Scammon with a Caitlin Clark 3. Her third 3 of the ball game, and that puts the Phillies up 31-29 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 1:40 to go, third quarter. Front court, McLaren to Schrader, into Harder. And Harder tried to get it back in. Schrader gets it, and Schrader throws it away.
Well, it kind of went back and forth there. Both teams fighting for it.
And Scammon, coast to coast, lays it up and in. She has 16. And now the Phillies up 33-29.
You're a freshman, correct?
She's just a freshman and really a talented one at that. Atlantic whips it around the outside, and they throw it away. Turnover Trojans. Steal by Shebom. A minute left to go now in the game. And yeah, Cody Scammon, and they all knew in the conference that she had a great 8th grade year playing in middle school. They knew she was going to be something to contend with in high school, and she's really made a name for herself early. There's a steal by Lina Wiederstein. Lina coast to coast, layup no good, a foul called on Denton. 50 seconds to go, third quarter. 33-29, Phillies with the lead. And Lila Wiederstein will shoot a pair for Atlantic. Lila with a couple of fouls early. She has 2 points. And the first of 2 coming up. She's a 63% free throw shooter. And she made that one to make it a 33-30 game. Second free throw for the junior. Eyes the rim. Spins it up, and it's off the back iron. No good. Williams rebound. Put back is good.
And that was a great job by Williams again, being strong inside there and went straight back up with it.
Williams with a nice board. Now it's a 33-32 Philly lead. 37 seconds to go in the third quarter. Travel call on Shenandoah. Atlantic gets the ball back. They can take the lead on this possession. As Addison Estes will check in for the Phillies. 36 seconds on the clock. Atlantic will be uncontested, bring the ball across the timeline. This is Peyton McLaren. 30 seconds to go, third quarter. McLaren. Left side is Schrader on the dribble. Left baseline to Harder. Harder back out top to Schrader, high and left. High post Williams. Williams gives up to Harder. Hook shot by Harder. Good! Atlantic takes the lead.
Yeah, we're down to 14 to go here now.
34-33 Atlantic, 10 seconds left to go in the third. We're down to 6-5. Scammon top of the circle at 4. Off the screen at 3. Step back at 2. Fires the triple. No good. And that's it. Third quarter. And Atlantic holds their first quarter lead of the ball game at 34-33 after 3 quarters of play. We'll take a break. Fourth quarter coming up. We're back right after these.
Oak Point Wealth Management is making important changes to better serve you. Wealth Manager Aaron Friend is proud to announce that Oak Point Wealth has partnered with LBL Financial, providing comprehensive tools and resources to support your financial goals. Aaron remains committed to serving Southwest Iowa with personalized service backed by LBL's dynamic technology and investment platform.
I'm excited to embrace independence and keep my focus on what matters most, my clients' best interests.
Visit www.oakpointwealth.com, 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
A proud part of Meredith Communications, KS 95.7.
Well, this is going to go down to the wire, 34-33. Atlantic with the lead. Shen led 14-13 after 1. 25-23 at the half. Atlantic leads 34-33 here as we go to the fourth quarter. Scammon on the dribble to the right side. Crossover runner. It is no good. And the rebound knocked out by the Phillies. Atlantic will have the ball. 7:50 to go in the game. Fourth quarter, Trojans with the basketball. Williams leads Atlantic with 12 points, Harder with 9. Schrader with it high and left, baseline to Harder. Down into Wiederstein. Cross the paint, McLaren shot no good, and she traveled with it. Great look. Trojans couldn't finish.
Yeah, nice quick passes, and maybe that's something that they worked on, just couldn't quite get her feet set enough.
Atlantic with a 2-1-2 zone press. Scammon has no problem breaking that press. Brings it across the half-court line for Atlantic. Back out top, Shebom. Atlantic in the 1-2-2 zone, now half-court. Scammon baseline triple, missed the shot. Good block out by McLaren. Atlantic gets the ball. Nice job by Peyton McLaren with that block out down low. Atlantic will have it. 7:18 left to go in this fourth quarter. Good ball game going on here. Atlantic up 34-33. Trojans in the front court. Runner on the way, and it is good. McLaren with the bucket for Atlantic. I'll tell you what, she had 7.
She's played a great game.
She really has.
Needs to continue being aggressive on the offensive side. And
36-33 Atlantic. A couple of substitutions coming in. Denton will come in along with Green for Shenandoah. But yeah, McLaren, as you mentioned, Cody, I mean, starting for the first time this season, and she's really played terrific. Going to the rim here this evening. Phillies in the front court. Down by a 3, down inside the Green. Layup good, oh good, a foul call to Williams. So we'll see if Coach Weinrich now tries to get that ball into Lene Green. As Shenandoah kind of held the advantage in the first half, Cody, with 3 balls. They had 4 threes. They have 1 here in the second half. Green's first of 2 free throws, no good. Lene Green is 1 for 3 from the line. She's 9 points for Shenandoah. Second free throw is good. 10 points for Green. Now it's a 36-34 Atlantic lead. And the basketball. Trojans 5-3. Shenandoah in the contest 6-2. And they're undefeated on the road before the Christmas break at 4-0. Atlantic in the front court. Bounce pass left baseline to McLaren. Lots of time left. 6:38 to play here in the ball game. Trojans with the ball, baseline to the line of Wiederstein, wide open. Into Williams, high post jumper, up and no good. Yes, it is! It came back!
I think that's the second time you've said that, so she's had some spin on there.
38-34, it is the second time. Had to change the call. Out top, Denton for 3 for Shenandoah, got it to go. Denton had not scored, and she scores big there. 38-37, Atlantic's lead cut to one of the Steve Pros scoreboard. 6 minutes to play here in the ball game. 1 point lead for the home team. Baseline of McLaren into Harder, and we've got a whistle foul called on Estes for Shenandoah with 5:56 to go here in the fourth quarter. 38-37. Schrader will throw it in. Schrader has 5 points all the first half. Green is in for Estes for the Phillies. As you mentioned, 4 fouls for Green?
Yeah, so she's right there, and I mean, that was...
Out top to Wiederstein, and Wiederstein throws it away. Steal by Scammon. She'll race to the bucket, layup up and good! Big 3 by Scammon. The bucket and 1. And Scammon with 18 points with a free throw coming. And now the Phillies take a 39-38 lead over Atlantic. And Scammon at the line. Boy, she's had quite a season, quite a night tonight, averaging 14.5 coming in. She has 18, and the free throw makes it 19. Scammon with 19 points here to lead all scores, and now the Phillies up 40-38. Pass left side to Schrader, baseline to Wiederstein. Harder, Wiederstein into Williams. She'll take it to the hoop, lays it up, and good! Offhand shot by Williams.
Good touch.
Great touch, 40-40 ball game. 5:28 to play, Shenandoah on the front court. Denton out top to Scammon. The freshman with 19 points. Top of the circle drive, pulls up. Baseline Denton, she'll fire the triple. Got it. Boy, Denton's getting hot. And it's 43-40 in favor of the Phillies with 5:08 to play. Harder at the other end on the baseline drive, and she traveled. She had the three-point shot and changed her mind and then traveled to turn it over.
Yeah, that's a tough, tough to overcome there. You need a bucket there, and I like that she should have just shot it from 3.
5 minutes left. Phillies with the ball, pass ahead, down low to Estes, and a whistle to travel on Estes. We've had a number of traveling calls in the game tonight. 43-40 Phillies. So the Seed Pros scoreboard. Atlantic with the basketball. And heading to front court, McLaren. 7 points for McLaren. 5 for Schrader. She'll dish left to Wiederstein. Back to Schrader. Top of the circle, McLaren. 4:47 to play. Right baseline to Williams. Williams, high post. Wiederstein into Harder. And she threw it away. Dent with a steal. And a whistle, a foul called on Schrader. And that's for Atlantic here in the fourth quarter. Coach Vargason is going to have a timeout here. I believe a full timeout. We'll take it with him. 43-40 Shenandoah. 4:39 to play.
Just when you think he's Mr. Perfect, he wakes up and proves me wrong. You can't charge a junk battery. Look here, mister. Replace it. I called Atlantic Egg and Auto, gave them make and model, and they have a new battery waiting at the counter. Go. Go now. Here's a Mr. Pibb and peanut M&Ms to tide you over so you don't have to make any stops. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest retail stores. Your go-to for batteries, parts, and sometimes fixing relationship and his hunger problems.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today. Not many other seed providers can make that claim.
We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none.
We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knutson, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
To Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Well, we're back. 4:39 to go after the timeout. Coach Vargas of Atlantic calling that full timeout. 43-40. Shenandoah with the lead of the basketball. Scanlon brings it across the half-court line. Pass right side at end. She's gotten hot in the second half. 2 threes into Green. Back out to Shebom for 3, and she line drives it in.
Yeah, she's been accurate at the line drive tonight.
46-40, largest lead for Shenandoah. Atlantic led 21-16 in that first half. And Shebom with 2 threes. Ball looped into Harder. Reverse layup, no good. Draws a foul with 4:08 to go here in the game. So Peyton Harder at the free throw line. Harder with 9 points for Atlantic. And she'll shoot a pair here with 4:08 to go. 46-40 Shenandoah. First of 2 on the way and good. Peyton Harder now double digits with 10, averaging 17 a game. 46-41. Harder's second free throw. She shoots 92%, and she missed it. Foul called on Atlantic on the rebound.
That's going to be on Katrina Williams.
46-41. Phillies by 5. Boys game coming up after this one as well. We'll have both. And Scammon at the free throw line with 19 points. Our scoreboard brought to you by the Seed Pros. Are by your side to maximize yield from the word go. Contact John Becker, Mark Ventager, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knutson. They're your Pioneer Pros. Free throw missed by Scammon. Sticks at 19 points. 4:07 to play. 46-41 Phillies. They can extend it here to 6, and the free throw missed them both. Lila Wiederstein with the rebound for Atlantic. A big board for the Trojans. 4 minutes left. Atlantic trailing 46-41. Schrader high and left. Now left baseline to Lila Wiederstein. Back out top to McLaren. McLaren on the bounce. Top of the circle. Harder. Schrader right wings. Off the screen. In throw, trying to force it to Harder. Steal by Green at 6'1". That's like one of the through a high.
Too much height there.
Too much height there. Scammon top of the circle. 3:35 to play. Shen takes her time this possession. Scammon right wing. On the drive, runner up for the baseline. No good. Rebound Harder for Atlantic. 3:25 to play. Trojans have the ball in the front court. McLaren top of the circle. 46-41 Shenandoah. Harder on the dribble. Ball stripped. And it's picked up by Denton. Pass ahead down low to Green. She'll pivot, shoot, and score.
Yeah, really nice touch there. Again, she's got the height, very athletic. Can turn either direction there and put it in.
Sorry, Cody. 48-41. And Shenandoah with a 7-point lead, their largest advantage of the game. Atlantic works the ball around the perimeter. McLaren stops, shoots from 14. God! Paige McLaren with the bucket for Atlantic. She has 9 points, 48-43. Timeout is called. Another 1-minute timeout, and we'll take it with them. We're back right after these at 95.7 FM and our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
First Winnie Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Winnie Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
We're getting down there, 2:45 to play, and the Phillies up 48-43 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. And Shenandoah has the basketball. Scammon will bring it across the half-court line. 2:38, 2:37 to play. Scammon off the screen from Green, dribbles right, takes it all the way in. Scoop shot is good, and they're going to count it. What a drive by Scammon down the right side. She scooped up a wild shot, got it to fall. She has 21 points here in the ball game. And she'll get the and one, 50-43 in favor of the Phillies. And the freshman, Kaylin Scammon, and one is no good. Rebound harder for the Trojans. 2.5 to play, Atlantic down by 7, 50-43. McLaren, Wiederstein, baseline, Schrader. Back out top to Harder. Harder leaves it off McLaren, top of the circle. She'll take it down inside, layup up, and good! McLaren again!
She's got that left touch. We need to get some outside shots here.
Payne McLaren with a game-high 11, a season-high 11 for the sophomore. 2:06 to play, Atlantic down by 5. Scammon drives, lays it up, and she missed that one, but a foul called, I believe, on a Payne McLaren with 2:02 to go here in the game. And 2 shots for Scammon. So Payne McLaren, who averaged just under 2 a game coming in, starting at the point guard tonight for Atlantic, and she has 11. 16 for Williams, 10 for Harder, and 11 for Payne McLaren. Here's Scammon. She has 21. Her first free throw is good. Give her 22.
She may have missed one. What is her percentage here?
She's missed 4 free throws. Here, she's missed 3 in a row until she made that one. Now she made 2 in a row here, Cody. 52-45, 23 for Scammon. And we've got another timeout with 2:02 to play. Hey, we'll take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
52-45 is Shenandoah with the lead. Coach Vargason calling a timeout. Atlantic with the basketball down by 7, 2 minutes left. Wiederstein left baseline to Schrader, back out top to Harder, to McLaren. McLaren on the drive. Give and go, Williams shot up, and it is no good. Williams rebound in the trees, and she throws into the backcourt. It'll be over and back Atlantic. She had a look, and the Phillies get the ball back on the turnover with 1:46 to go. 52-45, Shenandoah on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Scammon at the top of the circle for Shenandoah. Drives left. Pass off the screen. Pulls up. Kicks it out. Shebom. Back out top. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 1:29 on the game clock. Shen up 52-45. We've got a whistle. And a foul called on Atlantic. If that's the case, it should be.
We might have kicked it out of bounds.
Okay, it's a kick. There you go. Thanks, Cody. Kick out top to Green. 14 the shot clock. Shenandoah with the ball in the front court. 1:20 the game clock. Phillies up 52-45, pass baseline. Denton for three, missed the shot. A long rebound to Shebom. What a board for the Phillies. And then Harden with a steal for Atlantic. 1:09 to play. 52-45, Shenandoah Atlantic in the front. Baseline, McLaren, she'll take it, stop, pop off the glass. Good! 13 for McLaren. In Atlantic now within 5, 52-47. And a timeout called on the floor, and we'll take it with them. Back in a minute.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors.
521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream.
1 minute left, 52-47 Shenandoah. Phillies with the ball, Scammon in the backcourt, guarded by McLaren. Bounce pass, and in, steal by Wiederstein, lays it up and in. Oh, man. 52-49. Atlantic within 3. Green in the backcourt for Shenandoah. 3-point lead, 43 seconds to play. And of course, so we got a foul called on Harder, and that'll put Green at the line for a pair. With 40 seconds to go, Wiederstein swooped in, got the steal, got the layup for the Trojans. Wiederstein with 5. And that put Atlantic within striking distance, 52-49. Then the foul at the other end, and Green with 2 big free throws here and missed the first one. Lene Green with 12 points, averaging 19. Here's the free throw, number 2, got it. Now the Phillies up 53-49, and Coach Weinrich wants to call a timeout. We'll take it with them. We're back in a minute.
At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
The Super Bowl in Atlantic is a great place to have your next celebration. Birthday parties, family outings, date nights, or just hanging out with friends. The Super Bowl is the place to be. With Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights, and ramps and bumpers for the kids, anyone can have a blast at the Super Bowl. Call Dan today at 243-4656 to reserve your lane and get ready for fun.
Leader in trailers with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
42 seconds left, 53-49. Phillies with the lead, Atlantic with the basketball. Inbounds to Schradel, serving it across the half-court line. 38 seconds to go. Atlantic with the ball out top to McLaren. Out to Schrader, left wing. Atlantic will skip past to Harder out top. Right side of Wiederstein, dribble drive, and a travel called on Lila. 26 seconds to go. 53-49, Shenandoah with the 4-point lead of the Seed Pro scoreboard. And Shebom will throw it in for the Phillies. Alexis, a senior, a 5'4" senior, will trigger to Green. Back to Scammon in the middle. Scammon brings it across the half-court line. 20 seconds to go, and Wiederstein with a foul. That'll be 2 for Kalen Scammon, who has 23 points here in the game. And a 53-49 lead for Shenandoah. 19 seconds left. Shenandoah 6-2, and they're undefeated on the road. Scammon's free throw good. And now the Phillies go up 54-49 on the Seed Pro scoreboard.
They're in a full timeout.
And a full timeout coming up. 5-point lead for Shen. 19 seconds to go. We'll keep it right here as we recap the game here. What's happened? It was step for step in the first quarter. 14-13. Shen led after 1 quarter of play. In the second quarter, Atlantic went on a run. They led 21-16. But then Shenandoah ended up with a 25-23 halftime lead. They outscored Atlantic 9-0. Atlantic did get a bucket there towards the end of that first half. A 9-2 run for Shenandoah. And the Phillies led by a pair at half. Atlantic came back in the third quarter, led 34-33. But the Phillies took the lead at 39-38. And it was tied at 40. And then they just kept extending that lead. 46-41 at one point. 48-41 was the largest advantage in this final frame. They lead now 54-49 with Kalen Scam on the free throw line to shoot with 19 seconds to go. Certainly a 2-possession game for the Trojans. And Scammon will shoot from the charity stripe. She's averaging 14 coming in, 24 for the game. Scammon's free throw was good.
Yeah, it's just super accurate.
25 for Scammon. Here's McLaren for 2. Got it with 13 seconds to go. 55-51. And Lily Green takes the inbound. She's fouled with 7 seconds to go.
Coach is Coach is not happy. He made it very clear when they went out there exactly what he wanted. And
well, they've really a good game tonight. Coach Weimer does a great job with Shenandoah. Lene Green's free throw was no good off the heel. And we've got the timeout called by Coach Weinrich. With 7 seconds to play in the game, we'll take a 30-second break. We're back right after this.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
7.8 seconds to play, 55-51. Phillies are out of the floor now, waiting for Coach Vargas to wrap up his time out there with his team. 4-point lead for Shenandoah. This is Green will shoot a second of 2. She missed her first. Phillies trying to go to 7-2 on the year and 5-0 on the road. They're 2-2 at home. And Lay Green at the free throw line. Green with 13 points, averaging 19. It's been Scammon with that 25, picking up the slack. Free throw is good by Lene Green. And she has 14 for Green. Atlantic in the front. Wienerstein a deep 2. Good! And that's going to be it. 56-53, your final here this evening as Shenandoah with the win over Atlantic, and Kaylin Scammon with 25 points. What a terrific game as she had. 14 for Lene Green here in the ball game. As Denton was 6. Denton had 2 big threes here in that second half. She ended up with 8 points for the Phillies in the ball game. 56-53 in favor of Shenandoah here tonight over Atlantic. Trojans go to 5-4, and the Phillies go to 7-2 on the year. Here, our post-game show is coming up next, and it's brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. We'll wrap up the girls and get set for the boys, but first this from Cass Health.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Well, Cody, good ball game, and we expected a pretty even matchup. And Shenandoah prevailed tonight to 56-53. Again, the scoring for the Phillies, Kaylin Scammon had 25, Lene Green with 14. Alexis Shebom had 8, Chloe Den had 6, and Connie Fouch had a 3-point shot in the first half to add up to 56 points. When you look at Atlantic scoring, and it was Peyton McLaren doing a nice job tonight. Of course, Zoe Kirchhoff did not suit because of an injury. Hopefully we'll see her tomorrow, but I'll tell you what, you got to give Peyton McLaren a lot of credit. She came in a starting role and scored 13 points for Atlantic. Peyton Harder had 5 in the first half. At 9, she had 10 for the ball game for Atlantic. And I tell you what, Katrina Williams played well. Williams had 10 second half points, 12, and she ended up with 16 points for Atlantic to lead the way. Your thoughts on the game?
Defensively, both teams were really good, and really not a lot of foul trouble other than Green, kind of early, but everybody played clean. Green was inside. They got some open three-point shots. They took a lot of three-point shots compared to, what Atlantic did. Atlantic wanted to continue to pass it around and try to get it inside under the bucket or some two-point shots, and Shen seemed like they made a lot of three-point shots from the outside.
To get the final score, 56-53, Phillies with the win over Atlantic here tonight. Well, the boys are coming out on the floor. We're going to have that game as well here on 95.7 FM and on live video stream westerniowatoday.com. As the girls game wraps up, we'll hear from Atlantic head coach Dan Vargas at halftime of this one. We'll be back in 2 minutes as we get set for the boys on 95.7 FM and on live video stream westerniowatoday.com.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Savor and save this weekend at your Atlantic Hy-Vee. 3 days only, Friday through Sunday. Fresh ground chuck, $3.98 a pound. Jimmy Dean bacon, only $2.99 each. Bone-in pork shoulder roast, only $1.68 a pound. Hy-Vee Midwest pork, boneless pork loin chops, 3 for $5. Marinated chicken breasts, 2 for $4. Our own special recipe bratwurst links or patties, 10 for $10, and that's definitely not all. As always, thank you for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
Is your New Year's resolution to save money? Are you hungry for a slice of greatness? Godfather's Pizza, located right here at Olson's BP in Atlantic, has a deal that you can't refuse all January long. Right now, order any large pizza and you'll get half off any delicious side. Don't wait, this offer is only good through the end of January and it's one side per order. Swing by Olson's BP in Atlantic and make sure your next meal doesn't break the bank. Godfather's Pizza and Olson's BP in Atlantic, the keep you going store.
At Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We've been dedicated to our communities for over 35 years. From real estate and ag loans to personal and commercial banking, we offer a full range of financial services tailored to meet your needs. We believe in giving back and being involved in the communities we serve. Stop into one of our 12 convenient locations or visit us at rollinghillsbank.com.
Welcome back to Atlantic. Is the boys game coming up next as the Shenandoah Phillies, or Mustangs rather, are 1-5 coming in, 1-2 at home, 0-2 on the road, facing an Atlantic team also 1-5 coming in, 1-2 at home and 0-3 on the road. So a pretty important game for both these two teams. Cody Weaver coming out of the break to get something positive started in 2025.
Yeah, I mean, we watched Atlantic, at Lewis Central, and really the first half they played, really well and hung right with Lewis Central, and it kind of got out of hand there in the second half, but the game was a lot closer than what the score showed at the end. So I look for him to continue that momentum. Kinnick Jewell's back, and Coach Franken has to sub a lot of kids in, so he's kind of got a big package and a short package, I'll call it, and we'll see how this game goes.
When you look at the two teams for Shenandoah, they're averaging 51 points a game, Atlantic 44 points a contest. The Trojans' defense has been pretty good. It's just getting a little bit more offense, a little more outside shooting is what they're looking for here, I think, in the second half of the season. Another thing, too, as we talked to Kinnick Jewell, the senior point guard, over the break, and he said one thing they worked on was free throw shooting. They're shooting 58%, and they worked a lot on those free throws over break.
Yeah, hopefully that'll pay off, and I mean, that's what you expect. You're obviously nervous when you step up there, and you just have to practice the way, or shoot the way you practice, I guess.
And that's kind of how they set it up. They did 3-minute drills, shot the free throws, they missed 2 ran. So, we'll see if they can improve on that here tonight. Hey, we had a chance to catch up with Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken. That interview coming up next, and it is brought to you by McAtee Tire and Service Center, your headquarters for all of your automotive repairs and Goodyear tires at 100 West 2nd Street in Atlantic. Back right after this.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAtee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAtee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAtee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
And we're joined by Atlantic head basketball coach Dalton Franken. This is the McAtee Tire Coaches Show here on 95.7 FM on our live stream, powered by Nishnet at WesternIowaToday.com. Coach Franken, Happy New Year, and here we are. We're going to get right back into it with this game tonight and then again tomorrow afternoon. But Shenandoah, the game at hand tonight, Coach, you just went through your break, and hope you had some quality time with family and your players as well. I know you've had some workouts going back to Thursday after Christmas. What do you think you got? I know you talked to Kinnick Jewell, and one thing he said that was being worked on was free throws, which I thought was quite interesting, and you had kind of a system going there. But, how did break go? How did the practice go over the break?
Yeah, we had a good Christmas break. The boys worked hard. The free throw shooting was one of the emphasis.
Yeah.
We're missing too many opportunities when we get to the line, so hopefully we see some improvement in that area, and then really focused in on the defensive end of the floor, just working on our ball pressure, rotations, hopefully generate some more turnovers that, hopefully lead into easy baskets for us on the offensive end, different pressure, defensive options there. So, and then offensive end of the floor too, trying to generate a flow offensively and roll into the new year here, or the second season, as I like to call it, with improvements on both the defensive and offensive ends of the floor.
We get right after it here with Shenandoah tonight. 3 players that are in double figures. One of them a youngster, just a freshman, Carter Sells, shooting about 13.67 on average, Coach. And what do you think here when you face the Mustangs here this evening?
Yeah, Shenandoah, they got a nice team, man. They got a lot of younger guys playing for them, but their two leading scorers are both freshmen, and then they're complemented with some experienced upperclassmen as well. So they play hard. The Sells kid can really shoot it from the outside. 51 of his 75 shot attempts this year have been from the three-point line. So we're really going to have to know where he's at all times and make sure we're there on the catch. And then Gabe Buttery is also a freshman. He's our leading rebounder. He's got 26 offensive rebounds already this year. And then the Athen kid is another really good player. He's a senior for him, and he hits the glass really hard as well. So they're going to be probably the best rebounding team we've played so far this year. And so we're going to really have to make sure we're boxing out and limiting them to one shot. But they play really hard. They got a nice team. They're well coached, so it's going to be a battle.
What's this team like defensively? What do you expect from the Mustangs on defense?
Yeah, they play primarily man-to-man defense, but they're really solid in their rotations, and really they get through screens well. They communicate well defensively. So we're going to have to, have great ball movement, look to drive closeouts on the second, third side of the floor, and get them, scrambling around, hopefully get open shots out of that and create driving lanes off of our ball movements. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some sort of pressure from them as well, since we've struggled in the turnover area. So we're going to have to value the basketball and make sure that we're having quality possessions every time down the floor, and just be solid. Hopefully get some second, third chance opportunities on the offensive glass as well.
Coach Franken, when the season started, you had everybody there except for Sawyer Terrell, who was nursing a football injury still, and then you started without a couple of guys for a couple of weeks. But over break now, you had obviously everybody there. And did that help, having some time to maybe work on the chemistry a little bit and having everybody get used to each other, if that makes any sense?
Yeah, no, it makes great sense. I certainly hope that it helps our flow offensively, and it was great to have that extended practice time over break to mix in different rotations, get guys playing with each other and getting a feel for each other, especially on the offensive end of the floor. That's a big deal. So we were able to get a lot of different rotations, reps with each other, and had a good scrimmage with Tri-Center over break as well. So I certainly hope we see that, that experience, the practice time and the scrimmage experience with Tri-Center. Hopefully we see that pay off, with our on the offensive end of the floor, just with ball movement, the flow of our sets and everything. So it was great for us, and we were able to get those guys reps.
Excellent. Coach Franken, thank you very much as always, and best of luck tonight. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.
You bet. This is the McAtee Tire Coaches Show with Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken. We'll be back with the starters and the First Whitney Bank opening tip-off right here on KS 95.7 FM and our live video stream powered by Dish.net.
The Super Bowl in Atlantic is a great place to have your next celebration. Birthday parties, family outings, date nights, or just hanging out with friends. The Super Bowl is the place to be. With Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights and ramps and bumpers for the kids, anyone can have a blast at the Super Bowl. Call Dan today at 243-4656 to reserve your lane and get ready for fun.
To Atlantic Trojan Basketball on KS 95.7 and live stream.
Welcome back to Atlantic. We're getting set for the second of two tonight here on 95.7 FM and our live video stream at WesternIowaToday.com, powered by Dish.net. Cody Weaver with me, and Atlantic wrapping up their warm-up. Shenandoah to our right in their purple uniforms, Atlantic in their home white uniforms, and we did touch on the fact that it's going to be really important both teams come out and do some positive things. Obviously, a W will be the utmost importance. Ryan Spiegel, head coach for Shenandoah, Ryan O'Rourke, Matt Sells, David Terry, Adam Wright, the assistants. For Atlantic, Dalton Frank and the head man. Assisted by Jeremy Blake, Nathan Block, Zach Christensen, and J.C. Hoig are the coaches for the Trojans. As we'll have the starting lineups and the First 20 Bank opening tip-off coming up here in a little bit. Girls game 56-53. The Phillies defeated the Trojans in a very entertaining game here this evening. We'll have the lineups coming up here shortly. Trojans will go with their traditional lineup with Hudson McLaren, Kenny Jewell, Shelton Mualia will be in the starting lineup. Grant Petty, Gavin McLaren, and looks like Kenny Jewell will be starting for the Trojans as well here. And we'll get Shenandoah's group here in just a little bit. Jewell joined the team after the first couple of weeks, and Sawyer Terrell also with that injury was able to get some time in later on in that first half of the season. So they're hoping now they've had that chemistry and some time to work on that here over the break. So here we go, and again it'll be Hudson McLaren, a 6'1 junior for Atlantic, Shelton Mualia, 6'4 junior, Grant Petty, a 6'1 sophomore, Gavin McLaren, a 6'2 junior, starting for Atlantic, as well as Kenny Jewell, a 5'11 senior, getting started for the Trojans. We'll see Sawyer Terrell come off the bench. Hunter Johnson's been seeing some playing time. Gage Gross has also been in. Dalton Nathan, a 6'2 senior, starting for the Mustangs. Carter Sells, 5'10 freshman, getting a start for Shenandoah. Joey O'Rourke, a 6'2 sophomore, being introduced for the Mustangs. Cole Graham, a 6'2 junior. And rounding out the five will be Gabe Buttrey, a 5'10 freshman for Shenandoah, as the Mustangs go 6'2, 5'10, 5'10, 6 foot 2 inches. So Atlantic being introduced here now, and again, Kenny Jewell will get a start, a 5'9 senior for Atlantic. He'll start at that point guard for the Trojans. Number one, Kenny Jewell, starting for Atlantic, as we mentioned earlier. Hudson McLaren will be at a guard as well for the Trojans. Shelton Mualia also starting for Atlantic. 6'4", and he's had some good games. He's got a lot of potential there. And that'll pretty much wrap it up here as far as the starters. Our First Whitney Bank opening tip-off coming up next here on 95.7 FM and our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
And welcome back as we're getting set to jumping up. Will be Gabe Buttrey, the 5'10 freshman for the Mustangs, and Shelton Mualia for Atlantic. 5'10 against 6'4 at the jump circle right now.
I'm thinking 5'10's got some spring though.
And Mualia does control it out top to Kenny Jewell. We're underway here in Atlantic. Jewell with the ball across the timeline out to Petty. Back to Jewell, long three, no good. Gavin rebounds and hits the deck on the board. We've got a foul right out of the gate. Jewell had a good look from the right side. It missed the mark and rebound by Gavin. Atlantic will throw it in on the foul. First foul of the game was on Athan. Inbounds to McLaren, out to Mualia. Right side of Kenny Jewell. He'll fire the three off the mark. And the rebound run down by Hudson McLaren for Atlantic. New shot clock for the Trojans. Mualia out to Hudson McLaren. Just on the way here in Atlantic. Hudson Skip past to Petty. He'll set. Fire the triple. Good! Petty with the three.
Right
Happy
down the
New
middle.
Year.
Exactly.
There you go. Petty drains it. And it's 3-0 Trojans. Good to see Petty come out and be aggressive offensively, Cody. Right out there.
Yeah, Jewell took a couple shots there.
Yeah.
He looked accurate, and Petty looked accurate there also in warm-up, so it's nice to see him start out with the 3-ball.
Petty with his 4th three-point make of the season. Steal by Jewell. Into Petty. Pivot slow block. Puts it off the glass. No good. Aggressive rebound by the Trojans. Here is McLaren. Layup no good. Foul called on Shenandoah. Boy, the Trojans are attacking the rim. As Dalton Athan with his 2nd foul early. And off the bench is Brody Berdorf, the 6'1 sophomore. As Athan draws a couple of fouls and McLaren at the free throw line for Atlantic. Trojans up 3-0 early. Free throw by McLaren, no good. Gab McLaren at the line. A 51.9% free throw shooter. He's 14 of 28 now in the year. And Berdorf is in. 2nd free throw by McLaren. Nice touch. He got it. And the Trojans up 4-0 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Shenandoah in the backcourt. Against the man-to-man pressure by the Trojans. They clear the line with Sells. Almost stolen. Hudson McLaren with a steal. Pass ahead. Petty takes it down. Lays it up and in. Oh, the Trojans off to a tremendous start. 6-0 run. Petty with 5 of them. Timeout called. We're back right after these.
Savor and save this weekend at your Atlantic Hy-Vee. 3 days only, Friday through Sunday. Fresh ground chuck, $3.98 a pound. Jimmy Dean bacon, only $2.99 each. Bone-in pork shoulder roast, only $1.68 a pound. Hy-Vee Midwest pork, boneless pork loin chops, 3 for $5. Marinated chicken breasts, 2 for $4. Our own special recipe bratwurst slingshot patties, 10 for $10, and that's definitely not all. As always, thank you for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
8th at Cass Health.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7.
Shenandoah down 6-0 early. They'll inbounds the ball. And they'll bring it across the timeline. Sells with it at the top of the circle. We've got a whistle, a foul called on Hudson McLaren. That'll be the first on Atlantic. Grant Petty hit a 3. He had a layup for 2, and McLaren went 1 for 2 from the line. 6-0 Atlantic. Inbounds Berdorf. He'll get it out to top. Back near side to O'Rourke. They'll go baseline. Sells for 3, and he knocked it down.
And that was a quick set and 3.
Carter Sells gets the Mustangs on the board, 6-3. Atlantic in the front court with McLaren, baseline Petty. Petty will kick it back to McLaren, high and right. Kennick Jewell, top of the circle, into McLaren. He'll take it down across to Molia. Pass too close. Molia back out top. Jewell sets, fires for 3, missed. Hudson rebounds, back to McLaren. Now Kennick. Jewell high and left. Skip past McLaren. Head fake drive, baseline Petty. Kennick down low, McLaren across to Molia, and is stolen away by the Mustangs. And they'll get it across to Sells, down to Buttry, layup up, and it is good. Buttry with the layup in 1.
Would that be goaltending, or would that be?
Well, he got the bucket. He made the basket of the layup, and he drew the foul. And just like that, the Mustangs now come out on a 5-0 run to trail Atlantic 6-5. And Buttry can tie it up here with the free throw. Buttry, just a freshman. Eyes the rim, spins it up, and he's got it. Tied at 6. The Mustangs come back strong after timeout. Atlantic in the front, pass to Molia, layup up, and it is good. Molia, the bucket assist, Gavin McLaren.
That was a bullet by McLaren.
Oh, that was a great pass. 8-6, Atlantic with the lead. Steal by Hudson McLaren, or Petty rather. Ahead to Molia, layup up, no good. Petty rebounds, his putback is missed, and a foul called, I believe, on the backside from Joey O'Rourke. Atlantic up 8-6, 5:37 to play first quarter. And Grant Petty off to a good start with 5. Will shoot 2 shots from the charity stripe. Petty on the year, the sophomore, coming out in 2025 aggressive. He's 3 for 3 from the line before the Christmas break, make it 4 for 4.
And you didn't jinx them.
I did. Yeah, you're right. 9-6. Atlantic up by 3 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Grant Petty, second free throw in flight, and it is no good. Molia gets the rebound for Atlantic. Now over to Petty, high and left.
Another 3 ball.
Another 3, no good. Rebound Molia. Also battling forward is O'Rourke, and a whistle and a foul called on Molia for Atlantic. So 2 on Atlantic, 3 on Shenandoah here early. 5.5 to play, first quarter. 9-6 Trojans by 3 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Cole Graham will throw it in for Shen. Sells breaks and takes it. The freshman Sells. 5'10", brings it across the timeline, guarded by the senior. Kenny Jewell. Sells to the rim. Lose the handle, and a steal by Molia. He'll take it ahead to Petty. Layup no good. Foul called on O'Rourke. And Petty back to the line. Petty 1 for 2. He'll shoot a pair here with 5:17 to go first quarter. Atlantic up 9-6 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. And the sophomore eyes the rim, spins it up, and it is no good. Rimmed out, still 9-6. Logan Twyman, the 6'1 junior, comes in for O'Rourke. So Twyman in there for the Mustangs. He joins Sells, Buttry, Burdorf in that lineup. And Petty's second free throw coming up. Trying to make it a 10-6 game. Free throw is in flight and it's missed. Missed them both. Rebound comes off to Atlantic. Wally again with the board. Jewell, top of the circle. Down low, McLaren. He'll put it up and in.
Use that muscle in there and muscled right up.
Atlantic up 11-6. Then Shen throws it away, trying to beat the press. So Atlantic gets the ball back the other way. Gab McLaren with 3 points. Grant Petty leads the team with 6 and 3 from Gavin. Out top to Kenny. At the free throw line, down low. Gavin goes to work. Layup good. Gavin again. Boy, he can control things inside.
He's going to be tough to stop inside.
13-6, Atlantic on top. 4:43 to go first quarter. We've got a foul called. And it's going to be on Petty for Atlantic. So that's 4 of the Trojans. 1 on Petty, 4 on Shenandoah. So each team will shoot if next foul. Throwing it in is Graham. Graham looks and now gets it near side. Twyman with it. He'll bring it across the timeline. Back to Graham, high and left. Looks for Buttry. Graham baseline drive cut off by McLaren. Out to Twyman. Twyman pivots on the dribble. Drives in the paint. Runner up. Good. Twyman got the bucket. But a nice dribble drive. 13-8. Atlantic's lead cut to 5 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Petty with it in the backcourt to Kennick Jewell. Jewell bouncing down inside to Gab McLaren. His layup is money. And a foul called on Shenandoah. 7 for McLaren early. Great look by Jewell, by the way. 15-8 Atlantic.
I think it's those new black shoes he's got on tonight.
I wonder if that was a Christmas present from Santa Claus. Gavin will shoot the and one here. Got to put Atlantic up by 8 early. Free throws up, and it is no good. Rebound Petty for the Trojans.
Stolen away.
And Buttry gets the steal. Out top to Sells to Twyman. Twyman on the dribble drive to Buttry, high and right. The freshman pulls up baseline. Kick out top to Twyman. Guarded by Petty, top of the circle. Under 4 to play, first quarter. Atlantic up by 7, 15-8. Twyman guarded by Maloney, high and right. Twyman a lot of dribbles, gives it up to Graham. And a steal by Hudson McLaren.
A great job by Petty reaching around front there, and
Trojans throw it away at the other end. Yeah, good defense, good overplay defense by the Trojans. Mustangs have the ball back. Shenandoah girls won the first game 56-53 over Atlantic. Carter Sells with the basketball. The 5'10 freshman will bring it across the half-court line on the drive on Kennick Jewell. Cut off. Now double teamed, and Petty with another foul. That's his second with 3:29 to go in the first quarter. We'll see if Coach Dalton Franken goes to his bench. He's looking. Yep, he is. So a substitution for the Trojans. It's going to be Hunter Nelson, the 5'10 junior, coming in. Carter Sells at the line for a pair for Shenandoah. And the free throw is good. Sells with 4 points for the Mustangs. Second free throw coming up. And the freshman eyes the rim. Sells shooting 50% from the free throw line, makes them both. And Carter Sells with 5. 15-10, Atlantic by 5. 3:26 to play, first quarter. Hunter Nelson, pull-up J, no good. It was blocked by Berdorf. He kicks it out to Twyman for the Mustangs. Twyman to the front court, 3:16 to go. First quarter, Carter Sells. Back out top to Twyman. Looks for Buttry now on the drive. Sells off the screen from Buttry. Down inside, Molly with a steal for Atlantic. And the junior brings it across. He'll take it down low to Gavin McLaren, and it's pushed out of bounds by a hustling Cole Graham.
He about ran the referee over.
Yeah. 2:58 to play, first quarter. 15-10 Atlantic with a lead on the C-Pro scoreboard. Hudson throws it into Kennick Jewell. Molia, Jewell on the drive, slithers in, lays it up, good! And a foul called on Shenandoah. Kennick Jewell, aggressive move. 17-11 Atlantic with the lead, or 17-10, excuse me. Atlantic with the advantage. And Jewell with the 2. His first points of the ball game, and he'll shoot the and 1 for Atlantic. Jewell's free throw good. 3 for Jewell, 18-10, Atlantic up by 8. Second time they've led by 8, 2:47 to play. First quarter, Sells throws it away. Moy with another steal. Down to Jewell, has to run it down, and it goes out of bounds. I'll tell you, Moy has had a great first quarter.
He's just rangy.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a nice reach and quick.
You know, he's got 2 points, but he's probably helped with another 8 or 9. Down to Buttry, Shenandoah. Buttry layup is good. A good feed from Berdorf. Buttry on that low block, and he put it up and in. Gets the 2 for Shenandoah, and the and 1 coming up. And Buttry with 5 points, 18-12. Atlantic with a 6-point lead with 2:33 to go first quarter. So Gabe Buttry, the 5'10 freshman, will shoot the and 1. It's in flight, and it's good. Buttry 2 for 2 for the line. 18-13 Atlantic with a 5-point lead. Trojans get the ball to Molly in the front court. Right wing, Hunter Nelson back out top. Hudson McLaren, Nelson baseline. He'll fire the triple. Good! Hunter Nelson with the 3. 21-13, Atlantic back up by 8. 2:10 to go first quarter. Sells, Twyman. Berdorf back out top. Sells on the bounce, right side. Cole Graham back to Sells for 3 off the mark. Rebound Hudson McLaren for Atlantic. Reach-in foul called on Sells. And that'll put Hudson the free throw line for a pair with 1:54 to go here this first quarter. Atlantic can go up by double digits if Hudson and McLaren can knock them both down. Trojans have worked on free throws over break, but so far they're 2 for 8. They're 2 for 8. We'll see if Hudson can make a bucket here.
He's got a little bit of pressure on him.
Yeah.
His sister could have bragging rights tonight when they get home.
Hudson's free throw is no good. Trojans 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 free throws. 2 for, no, excuse me. They're 3 for 10 here early. Hudson's second free throw coming up, 21-13. Trojans up by 8. Free throw is good. Hudson's first points of the game, 22-13 Atlantic. 1:50 to play here in this first quarter. Buttry. Pass ahead to O'Rourke back in the game. He was top of the circle, O'Rourke. Baseline to Twyman. He'll fire up a 3-ball. No good. Rebound Buttry. He leaves it off for Hudson McLaren. Atlantic on the move, the front court. Hudson top of the circle. Leaves it low for Gavin. Lays up and in. Boy, McLaren having a good first quarter.
Hey, he's been right there in the paint kind of so far this first quarter.
Yeah, 9 for him. Down low, O'Rourke, pump fake shot. Good! Oh, he traveled. The basket will not be counted.
Yeah, they're going to call that a foul or not.
A lot of travels in that girls' game in here, too. It's a pretty close call. 24-13 Atlantic by 11 on the Steve Pro scoreboard. Gavin McLaren to Malia. Out to Gavin. He'll take it to the rim. Lays it up and in.
Nice touch.
Oh, man. 11 for Gavin. 26-13 Atlantic. A blocking foul on Gage Gross, the sophomore, now in the game for the Trojans. And for Atlantic, it'll be Hunter Nelson, Gage Gross, Hudson McLaren, Gavin McLaren, Shelton Muolia. And for Shenandoah, Burdorf, Buttry, Graham, Twyman, and O'Rourke. 1:06 to go in the first. 26-13 Atlantic with a lead. And Twyman, the free throw line for Shenandoah. He has 2 points. Free throw is no good. Checking in for Atlantic, Reed Woodward with a new hairdo, huh?
Yeah, he got his ears lowered over Christmas.
He did. I didn't hardly recognize you. Twyman's second free throw is good. Twyman with 3. Yeah, Reed with a tight cut there. Looks good. Here comes Nelson, 26-14 Atlantic with the lead. They'll go low to Woodward. Layup, good. Well, I tell you, that's one thing the Trojans have been doing really good here in this first quarter is find a guy inside. And Woodward contributing. 28-14 Atlantic with probably a season high first quarter points. Buttry, top of the circle. To Graham, baseline drive, shot over McLaren, no good. Rebound, Buttry, put back is in. Boy, Gabe Buttry having himself a first quarter. He has 8 points for Shenandoah. 28-16 with 24 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Gavin McLaren, layup good again. 13 for Gavin. 30-26 Atlantic.
These guys are going to be wore out after the first quarter.
30-16, I should say. Burdorf, short J, missed. Buttry rebound. 5 seconds to go in the quarter, and Buttry scores. Buttry with 10. 30-18, Atlantic with the lead here at the first quarter break. And a good first quarter for Gavin McLaren. He ended up with 13 points to lead Atlantic, and Buttry leading Shenandoah with the 9. We're back in 30 seconds here on 95.7 FM.
Is your New Year's resolution to save money? Are you hungry for a slice of greatness? Godfather's Pizza, located right here at Olson's BP in Atlantic, has a deal that you can't refuse all January long. Right now, order any large pizza and you'll get half off any delicious side. Don't wait, this offer is only good through the end of January, and it's one side per order. Swing by Olson's BP in Atlantic and make sure your next meal doesn't break the bank. Godfather's Pizza and Olson's BP in Atlantic, the keep you going store.
At Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We've been dedicated to our communities for over 35 years. From real estate and ag loans to personal and commercial banking, we offer a full range of financial services tailored to meet your needs. We believe in giving back and being involved in the communities we serve. Stop into one of our 12 convenient locations or visit us at rollinghillsbank.com.
Is KSWI Atlantic, a proud part of Meredith Communications, KS 95.7.
Welcome back as we start the second quarter. Shenandoah throws it in a hurry. Atlantic up 30-18 on the Steve Pro scoreboard. O'Rourke top of the key for the Mustangs off the screen. Angles right, leaves it off for Graham. Baseline drive and a whistle, a foul called. No, he stepped on the line, Cody Weaver.
Yeah, he did. And I mean, that was a hurry because I think the referee on that side was counting down already.
Jewell walking across for Atlantic. Trojans up by 12 on the Steve Pro scoreboard. Just beginning the second quarter. Gavin McLaren off to Grant Petty. He'll slither in, stop, pop, and scores.
He's been very accurate tonight.
Oh, he has. Petty with the bucket for Atlantic. 32-18 Trojans over Shenandoah. O'Rourke left wing out top. Cole Graham can't find a seam off the cells, top of the circle. Works off a double team. Pass back out to Sells at the top of the circle. Athan back in there now. He had 2 quick fouls to Buttry. Shot, no. Foul McLaren. Buttry's active, just a freshman. He came in averaging 10 a game. 10.6 a game. He's shooting almost 40% for the field. And he has already 10 points here in this first half, first quarter alone. Buttry has 2 free throws, and he missed the first one.
Yeah, that foul was on Malia.
Thank you, Malia with the foul. Buttry's 2 for 3 for the line. Second free throw is good. 3 for 4, Buttry. 11 points. 32-19. Atlantic with the lead of the ball. Jewell top of the circle for the Trojans. 7 minutes to go first half. Jewell down low. McLaren layup good. Boy, he has just owned the paint. He has 15.
Well, you talked about the rebounding, or they talked about the rebounding of Shenandoah, and it's inside. It's been all Gavin tonight so far.
No doubt about it. Atlantic with a 34-18 lead with 6:40 to play. Sells for 3 off the mark. Eighth with a rebound, and then Reed got behind him and wrapped him up. Foul called on Woodward. And it's going to be Shen's basketball. Good call by the officials right there. Reed wanted the ball. He just happened to be in the wrong position.
Over the top of him.
Inbounds coming up for Sells. He'll trigger for the right baseline for Shenandoah. Down low to Graham. Layup good. And the end one. 34-21.
That was on Reed as well.
So Reed Woodward comes in and gets 2 quick fouls. And Cole Graham gets his first bucket, and he's going to make the and one here. Atlantic up 34-21 on the Save Pros scoreboard. Cole Graham at the free throw line. He's a 5 for 8 this season shooting free throws. That's about 62%, and he made that one. So Graham with a free throw. Now it's 34-22. Atlantic's lead cut to a dozen. Hudson McLaren dribbles out top of the Trojans. 6.5 to play here in this second quarter. High right to Kenny Jewell. Petty top of the circle. He'll fire the triple. No good. Molia with the rebound. Put back is no. And Buttry at 5'10 plays like he's 6'5. Pulls the rebound out for Shenandoah. To Sells right wing. On the drive. Lose the handle. Picked up by Hudson McLaren. Atlantic back the other way. McGavin McLaren in like a freight train. Drives inside. Layup missed and he draws the foul. Well, I don't know if you want to get in that guy's way and take it for the team or not. It might be your last time of the season, the way he charges in. 6:06 to go in the second quarter, and Gab McLaren, who leads the team in scoring, coming in with 15 already. His free throw is good. He got the roll. Gavin McLaren, 2 for 5 the line, 16 points. Gavin averaging, they missed that shot, averaging 16 coming in. He's already got his average here in the early second quarter. 35-22, Atlantic with the lead. Shenandoah with the basketball. It is Sells with it, the freshman. 6 minutes to go, second quarter. Loops the ball to O'Rourke, throws over his head. Atlantic gets the ball back with that 13-point lead. Grant Petty will throw it in. Atlantic gets Petty, Walia, Hudson McLaren, Gavin McLaren, and Kenny Jewell. Eighth is in for Shan, Carter, Sells, Buttry, Graham, and O'Rourke. Kenny Jewell off the screen, bounces right. Takes it all the way down. Layup is good.
Kind of stuck right there on the backside of that rim and fell in.
Tell you what, Kenny showed his quickness there. A dribble drive, right lane, and laid it up and good. O'Rourke shoots from 14. He got it. He dribbled down the left wing, then he found some room just in front of the free throw line, and O'Rourke gets his first buck of the game. 37-24. Trojans, Kenny Jewell driving, and a whistle, foul called on Shenandoah. That'll be number 2 on the Mustangs here in the second quarter. And I believe, yep, shooting foul for Kennick. So Jewell at the line, he's 6 for 8 coming in. He's now 7 for 9 with that made free throw. He's got 5 points, free throw good. 36 for Jewel, 38-24 Atlantic with a 14-point advantage. 5:18 to go. First half. Kinnick's second free throw. In flight and no good. Petty rebound, and we got a whistle. And nothing signaled yet. Evidently we had a lane violation, so Kinnick's going to get another shot at it. The Mustangs getting the lane too quick. It's like Twyman now in the game. So Kinnick will shoot another free throw. Jewel averaging 7 points a game. Right now, puts it up and in. Jewel with 7. Here comes the Mustangs down by 15, 39-24. And we got a foul call to the Trojans.
Yeah, it looked like they were just playing tight defense.
Yeah. So then Mustangs will inbound the far side.
That was on Hudson McLaren.
So Hudson with 2. With 5:10 to go in the first half. Throwing out top to Cole Graham. He'll leave it off for Twyman, top of the circle. Twyman looks for Athan. Athan guarded by Petty. Athan drives, layup, no good. Foul call to the Trojans. If that's Petty, that's 3.
I think he was a little ways behind.
All right.
10.
5 minutes to play. Here's Woodward off the bench for Atlantic. So Athan at the free throw line for the Mustangs. And the free throw is no good by Athan. Second one coming up. Malia comes out. He gets a deserved rest, and Reed Woodward will check in for Atlantic. Athan's next free throw forthcoming. Athan, a left-hander, puts it up, and it is good. Athan hit 1 of 2 that trip. He has a point, 39-25 in favor of Atlantic on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Under 5 to go, and Jewel walking across the half-court line. 4:54 to play, first half. Jewel off the screen. Down low to McLaren. He'll take it to the rim, lays it up and in. Another one for Gavin.
Yeah, it's been open kind of all night in there.
18 for him, and he's averaging 16 for 4 quarters. Pass low, and a steal by Gavin. He's doing more than scoring. He can steal it too. To Woodward, back to Hudson, top of the circle. To Gavin, he'll step back, look at the 3. Now he's going to take it to the rim again. This time he's going to be called for a charge. Not a lot of contact there, but the Mustangs were in position. 4:27 to go in this first half. 41-25, Atlantic with the lead. On the Seed Pros scoreboard, to buy your side to maximize yields from the word go. Contact John Becker, Mark Bintiger, Gary Dinkle, and Nick Knutson for your Pioneer Seed needs. Twyman up the near sideline and knocked out of bounds. Good defense by Hudson McLaren, escorting him to the front court. 4:22 to go, first half. Atlantic led to 30-18 after 1 quarter, and they've opened up a 41-25 lead here. Here's Sells, top of the circle off the screen. And the ball poked out of his hands. He gets it back, swings it right to Twyman, down to Butler, and Gavin McLaren with another steal. Second straight. Out to Hudson, top of the circle. Now they're going to slow it down. 4 minutes left, first half. 41-25 Atlantic, down into Woodward. He'll swing a left baseline to Petty. 4-3, no good. Rebound, Athan for Shenandoah. Under 4 to play. First half, out to Carter Sells. 41-25, Atlantic with the lead. Sells, jump stop, shot, wild one, no, and a foul called on the Trojans.
He's not going to have any players left the first half, either team, if they keep calling fouls.
Atlantic is, that's the second on to Gavin McLaren. Petty's got 2. Woodward with 2. Sells with 2 free throws, and he missed the first one. Carter Sells, 2 for 3 for the line. Second free throw coming up. He's a 50% free throw shooter coming in. 41-25 Atlantic with a lead at 41-26 as Sells makes the second of 2. Trojans with a basketball. Down to 3:43 to play here in the first half. Kenny Jewell will bring it across in slow, methodical fashion. Shenandoah sets up in a man-to-man defense. And Graham's got the task of guarding McLaren. Kinnick for three from the top. Got it. Kinnick with a step-back three.
Yeah, and that's nice to see him take that shot. He'd shot some earlier in the game and didn't have any success and wasn't afraid to go back to it.
Atlantic averaging 44 a game, and the ball is turned over by Shenandoah. Atlantic with 44 in the first half. Trojans averaging 44, and they lead 44-27. Kenny Jewell with that three ball. And a steal by Sells. He'll take it down, lays it up, no good. Petty rebound for Atlantic. Petty on the move down the far sideline. Bounce pass low to McLaren. Too hard and through his legs. Out of bounds, turnover. 3:03 to play first half. 44-27 of Trojans. With the Seed Pros scoreboard, Atlantic will play Creston tomorrow afternoon in a girl-boy doubleheader. We'll have it right here at 95.7 FM. Our live video stream as well at westerniowatoday.com. 2:15 for the pregame for the girls and the boys game to follow. Sells with it for Shenandoah. He'll bring it across the half-court line against Jewell. Under 3 to play first half. Sells off to Graham. Oh, down low, Buttry layup, no good. Rebound, Gavin McLaren averaging 6 a game. And Gavin snags that one. They'll kick it out to Hudson McLaren with 2:40 to play first half. Trojans up 44-27. Reed Woodward, top of the circle, wide open. He'll toss it up. No good for 3, and rebound Twyman. Petty had to be careful, almost picked up his 3rd foul there. Twyman out top for 3. Good! Twyman knocked it down. 6 points for Twyman. 44-30, big 3 for the Mustangs. 2:13 to play first half. Kenny Jewell on the bounce right. Runner off the glass, no. Twyman rebound for Shenandoah. He'll bring it across the half-court line at 2 minutes to go. DeSalles, he'll toss up the 3, but he traveled.
He kind of shifted to the right just a little bit there.
So the inbounds for Petty. Substitution for Atlantic is Sawyer Terrell. 6-foot senior getting his first appearance. Hudson McLaren, Grant Petty come out. So Terrell is in, Nelson is in as well. Hunter Nelson to back in. Kenny Jewell brings it across the half-court line. The clock is still, there you go, 1:59.
The game's interesting to watch.
Gavin, top of the circle, fires a triple, missed it. Rebound Sells for Shenandoah. 1:49 to play first half. Sells got it by Kenny Jewell. Twyman, left side to Burdorf. Burdorf, baseline to Sells. Left side drive, runner up, no good. Rebound, Gavin McLaren. Kick out to Jewell. Jewell, top of the key, down low to Woodward. And a stolen away by Burdorf out to Carter Sells. Shen back in their front court. Sells pivoting, shooting, scoring. Carter Sells with 8. We've got a timeout called. 44-31. The Atlantic's lead is cut to 13 and a timeout. We'll take it with them. We're back in a minute.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic. Our Greg Young Fresh Start program helps you hit the road with confidence, overcome credit challenges with personalized financing, and a wide selection of great vehicles. Visit us today to find your brand new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram, or check out our huge pre-owned selection at GregYoungAtlantic.com and GregYoungCDJRAtlantic.com. And to apply. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Oak Point Wealth Management is making important changes to better serve you. Wealth Manager Aaron Friend is proud to announce that Oak Point Wealth has partnered with LBL Financial, providing comprehensive tools and resources to support your financial goals. Aaron remains committed to serving Southwest Iowa with personalized service backed by LBL's dynamic technology and investment platform.
I'm excited to embrace independence and keep my focus on what matters most, my clients' best interests.
Visit www.oakpointwealth.com, 712-207-3521 to learn more about how Oak Point Wealth Management can help you pursue your financial goals.
Atlantic with a basketball after the 1-minute timeout by Franken. And it'll be Terrell's throw-in out to Kenny Jewell. Here he comes. 1:11 to 1:10 to go first half. Jewell bounce pass high block to McLaren. He'll leave it off for Nelson, top of the circle. Nelson back to McLaren. Behind the arc on the right. 60 seconds to go in the half. Hudson over to Nelson for three. Got it! Nelson with the triple for Atlantic. His second three. 47-31 in favor of the Trojans, and another foul in Atlantic.
That'll be on Nelson there, kind of reaching around the front side.
So Twyman back to the free throw line for Shenandoah, and Twyman is 1 for 2 for the stripe. He has 6 points for the Mustangs. 53 seconds to go in the first half. 47-31 Atlantic with the lead. 16-point advantage. Twyman will try to cut into that, and his free throw missed. Twyman now 1 for 3 for the line. Second free throw coming up. Twyman a wide right-handed shooter. About a 58% free throw shooter coming in. Second free throw is money for Twyman. Atlantic with the ball, 47-32. Trojans with a 15-point lead. Jewell top of the circle on the bounce. Pulls up the free throw line, elevates and shoots. Got it. Jewell with another. He's had a big second quarter. 49-32, a 15-foot J. 37 seconds to go in the half. Twyman top of the circle. He'll loop it ahead to Carter Sells. Sells baseline drive and a foul called on Nelson trying to catch up with 29 seconds to go.
Two quick fouls on him.
So back to free throw line is Carter Sells. He's been pretty accurate at 3 for 4 from the line. Sells back at it. He's got free throw number 1 is missed. Second free throw for Sells coming up. Sells with 9 points. Second free throw in flight, in good. Sells with 10. 49-33 Atlantic. 24 seconds to go. The Trojans will take one final shot at it. 20 seconds on the game and shot clock. 17. Jewell dribbles in the Trojan head in the middle with 13. Leans forward at 11, drives at 10, puts it up at 9, missed the shot at 8. Burdoff with a rebound, and it's Terrell with the steal. Buttry gets it back for Shen. 1 second shot, got it! Buttry with the shot at 1 second to go for Shenandoah. 49-35 is our halftime score. As Buttry with a hustle play is outnumbered and is able to come up with it. And Buttry with 13 points to lead the Mustangs in the first half of play. Atlantic Academy girls basketball coach Dan Vargason is joining us here at halftime. We'll talk to Coach Varg right after this. Our halftime show brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel. Your home for the great Godfather's Pizza.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Welcome back. Halftime brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel. Halftime score here on the boys' side, 49-35. And we're talking Atlantic Head girls basketball coach Dan Vargason, 56-53. The Phillies come up with the win over the Trojans here this evening, Coach. But a really well-played ball game, step for step throughout the entire game. And then Shenandoah did kind of pull away at the end. But your thoughts on the contest?
Yeah, I thought our girls did a good job battling all night tonight. It was back and forth pretty much all night. We had a lead, they had a lead, but I thought we played well. Peyton McLaren stepped in tonight and did a really nice job. She's one of our leading scorers tonight, and Katrina Williams did a really nice job as well. Them two, I thought, played just absolutely fantastic. Lila Wiederseen had a really good game. I just thought we played really balanced tonight, and just did a nice job sharing the ball, moving the ball. Defense at times was really good as well. We just put them to the free throw line a little bit too much tonight, and we didn't take advantage of our opportunities there. We're a 70% shooting free throw team, and and tonight we were 50%.
Coach, how big was it, though, to see? I know Peyton started for the injured Zoe Kirchhoff, and we may see her in the Crescent game. We may not. But how important was that for her confidence to have 13 points?
Well, that was big for us. She's averaging about 2 or 3 a game, and she comes in tonight and has 15 for us and is our second leading scorer. So, just having her play like that, not just tonight, but moving forward, it's just another player teams are going to have to defend. She didn't miss a shot either. Yeah. So when you shoot 100% in your first start of the season, that makes you a little bit more dangerous. But we've been talking about needing more depth, and she did a nice job. But not only that, but Bryn Lamp tonight. She didn't play a ton of minutes, but she came in off the bench for us, and she did a really nice job as well, especially on the defensive end. But she was a little bit more aggressive on the offensive side as well.
Talk about Bryn Lamp, a player we've seen play on the JV level, not a lot of varsity minutes. Did she earn those minutes over the break? Or?
Yeah, she did, and obviously with Zoe out, we knew we couldn't just play 5 players tonight, but Bryn played a little bit over the first semester, just when we needed a couple minutes here and there, but she had 15 in the JV game tonight, but with her length, the position she plays, she's in a spot where we need some minutes every now and then, and she did a nice job. And then just with the rotation tonight, she fit nicely into the spot where we needed her.
Well, you got to give the Phillies credit because they hit those threes, but you did a nice job on Lene Green, I thought, of the inside.
Yeah, we knew she was going to be a good player, and we limited her. Unfortunately, Scammon got going tonight, and she was getting a lot of and ones that I just don't, whatever. We played NBA rules tonight, but she had a good game for them, so they were able to get to the basket on us a little bit too easily. So that's something that defensively we struggled with, but they scored a lot from the free throw line tonight. They took advantage of their free throws, and that was big for them. But like you said, too, the 3-ball, I know Denton hit a couple of those as well. They had a girl who I think she had 5 points at the time and just buries one of the ugliest threes I think I've ever seen. I'm just going to say it. She just launched it up and barely cleared the rim and went in and put them up 7 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Denton had 2 in a row. There 2 for that run. Talk about Creston, the makeup game here on Saturday. Talk about facing the Panthers, Coach.
Yeah, well, the last time they played Shenandoah, and they were tied in the third quarter until Shen went on a big run. So they're a team that they're feeling a little bit confident coming out of break. It's going to be their first game. We got to knock a little bit of rust off, so that was good. But they play a lot of zone. They played 2-3, 1-3-1. They're starting to figure things out a little bit. They've got a good scorer in Cadley Bailey. She just scored, I think, close to her 1,000th point, so she's scoring the ball well for them. She's going to be confident, and like I said, they battled with the Shen team, and they fought. They played with Glenwood to about 10 points, so they're going to come out. They're going to want to try to knock us off, be ready to go, and they're starting to gel a little bit more as a team.
How will they defend you?
They played a lot of 1-3-1, 2-3, so whichever zone they feel that they're better at. We have a little bit of a size advantage inside, so I'd assume that they've got to try to pack it in a little bit and force us to try to shoot from the perimeter. And the way we shot tonight, 2 and 9, that bodes well for them. But again, we knocked some rust off, so hopefully we shoot a little bit better from the 3-point line. But with our size advantage inside, we should be able to still get the ball in against the zone and be patient and go high-low. And the other side is we want to try to get some turnovers and run. And tonight we didn't generate as many of the turnovers. Skateman's a good point guard, but against Creston, we got to turn them over a little bit and run.
You bet. And of course, Peyton Hardy, your leading scorer in the game against the Phillies, that kind of held her down a little bit. How do you get her back going again?
Well, the biggest thing was she had a couple turnovers and missed shots, and then she got timid. The biggest thing was just getting her confidence back. It wasn't anything they did defensively. She just, I think she just lost her confidence a little bit tonight, and we'll get her going. Not a big deal. But again, when Katrina's getting going and Peyton doesn't feel like she has to, sometimes it lulls her a little bit into a funk, and I think that's what happened tonight. And just didn't really get her going because there was an opportunity in the fourth when we were down 3 and she had a wide open 3 and passed it up. So we'll just get her going to the basket a little bit more, get her posted up because she had some mismatches and we weren't finding it either from the guards when she did have it. So when we did get it to her, she took advantage. So just getting her the ball a little bit more, and I think part of that too is just the difference between Peyton and Zoe. Zoe knows to find those mismatches, and tonight Peyton, not knocking her at all, just that comfort level that Zoe has of finding those looks, just getting the comfortability back with some different players in different spots.
Very good. Coach, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hey, we'll see you this afternoon or tomorrow afternoon when the Trojans face off against Creston. Hope the weather cooperates and get this one in, huh?
Absolutely. I sure hope so, too. We've already had one postponement on this. We don't need a second.
We don't. Atlantic head coach Dan Vargas joining us here on the halftime show. Coach, thanks a bunch. Appreciate you, and we'll see you tomorrow afternoon in Atlantic. We'll have the pregame with Coach Vargas at 2:15, tip-off at 2:30, the first of 2 in Atlantic. We'll be back with more halftime here on the boys' game, brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel.
Just when you think he's Mr. Perfect, he wakes up and proves me wrong. You can't charge a junk battery. Look here, mister. Replace it. I called Atlantic Egg and Auto, gave them make and model, and they have a new battery waiting at the counter. Go. Go now. Here's a Mr. Pibb and peanut M&Ms to tide you over so you don't have to make any stops. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest retail stores. Your go-to for batteries, parts, and sometimes fixing relationship and his hunger problems.
At Seed Pros, our mission is to be your business partner every day of every season.
Pioneer Hybrid International was founded in Iowa back in 1926 and is still American today. Not many other seed providers can make that claim.
We partner with you to continually push the limits by combining elite seed genetics, local infield knowledge, along with customer service second to none.
We are with you from the word go. Contact Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, Nick Knudsen, or John Becker to partner with a team that puts your business needs first.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
First Windy Bank is the longest standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
There's nothing better than the Rolling Hills crops and pasture here in Iowa. We here at Rolling Hills Bank and Trust are dedicated to keeping our local farms going strong. We have experienced leaders in the ag industry who will partner with you and come alongside you to see you through the tough times and help you celebrate the good times. Rolling Hills Bank and Trust is big enough to handle all your banking needs, yet small enough to know you by name. Stop in and talk to one of our dedicated loan officers to see what we can do for you at one of our 12 area locations. Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Atlantic as the Trojans and the Mustangs winding up their halftime warm-ups. Atlantic with a 49-35 lead, 30-18 after one quarter. Atlantic averaging 44 a game. They've already scored 49, Cody Weaver. What have you been most impressed with in the first half?
Gavin's just been kind of a beast inside. I mean, anytime, and offensively, they're getting down the court quick. They're seeing Gavin open underneath there. You know, your sophomore Petty has had an excellent first half, shooting some threes. Kinnick was able to finish, there with a 3 where he struggled a little bit. So we look for more of that here in the second half.
Gab McLaren, 18 points. And Gabe Buttry, I mean, how impressed are you with him at 5'10" and the way he battles inside? Buttry leads the Mustangs with 13.
Yeah, I mean, overall, their freshman class, they've had 2 freshmen, starting here, and then Scammon in the girls' game she was all over too. So they're going to be tough the next 3 years for sure with the group that they've got.
No doubt about it. Here we go to start the second half. Atlantic up 49-35, and throwing the ball into the Shenandoah Carter Sells. Will fire it into O'Rourke. Joey O'Rourke will take the inbounds and bring it across the half-court line. We're underway second half. 14-point lead for the Trojans. O'Rourke high and right. And Amolia with a steal. And the Mustangs trying to get it back. They have a foul called, I believe, on O'Rourke, and he's going to come out.
That'll be his 4th.
Yeah, Twyman's going to come in. An aggressive move by Joey O'Rourke trying to get the ball back. And Twyman has seen quite a bit of action in the first half. Twyman had a 3 ball. He has 7 points, the back of the game. Here comes Atlantic with Kennick Jewell, the senior point guard, top of the circle. Lobs a high post to Gavin McLaren. Gavin back to Kennick at the top. He'll launch a 3, no good. Rebound Buttry. And a foul called on Petty. That's 3 on Grant Petty.
Yeah, and there was, basically just going for the ball and, body contact there.
So Atham will throw it in for Shenandoah. 49-35, Atlantic by 14. Mustang to the ball. Carter Sells across the half-court line, whips it left side to O'Rourke. O'Rourke bounce pass baseline to Buttry. Buttry double teamed, lobs it. Whistle. We got a 3-second violation on Shenandoah. They got it to Graham, who was double teamed on the left wing. Atlanta gets the ball back.
And it seems like Atlantic's doing that, and that's pressure.
49-35, Atlantic by 14. Jewell lobs it high post to McLaren. Now cut off of him, goes to Petty left wing. He traveled with it. Turnover Atlantic. And Shenandoah with it back the other way. 7-12 left to go here in this third quarter. School brought you by the Seed Pros. They're by your side to maximize yields for the word go. John Becker, Mark Ventiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knutson. They're your Pioneer Pros. Out top Sells, guarded by Jewell. Wings it way out top to Cole Graham. Over to Twyman. Baseline to Sells. He's open, fires a triple. No good, too strong. Jewell with the steal. Then it goes out of bounds. And it'll be Shenandoah's ball. Under 7 to go, third quarter. Both teams with 1-5 records coming in. Atlantic up 49-35. No scoring yet in the first minute 8 here in the third quarter. Graham whoops it over to Athan. Buttry, baseline right. On the bounce, pulls up, steps back, fires a 10-footer, no good. Rebound Hudson McLaren for Atlantic underneath. And he'll bring it across the near sideline, ahead to Gab McLaren with 18. He drives, loses footing, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover Trojans. Jewell has 12 in the first half. Gavin McLaren with 18 to lead Atlantic. Buttry with 13 to lead to Shenandoah. Sells with 10. Sells with the ball for the Mustangs. He'll bring it across against Jewell. Left wing down low. Graham puts it up and missed the shot. Petty with a nice rebound for the Trojans. Kick out to Jewell. Jewell ahead to Hudson McLaren. And he threw it across the paint. Kicked out by the Mustangs. Atlantic's ball along the baseline. Still no scoring here in the third quarter. 49-35, Atlantic by 14. 6:12 to go, third quarter. Jewell inbounds to Petty. Petty whips it out top to Hudson McLaren. Hudson to Kennick Jewell, guarded by Sells, gives him room. Jewell directing traffic from the right wing. Works off the screen from Gavin McLaren. Step back three from the baseline. Good! Jewell with his second triple. And Atlantic 52-35. Mustangs in the front court with the ball. Trojans with 5 threes in the game. Driving is Athan, missed the shot. Rebound Cole Graham. His putback is no good. Foul Petty. He's probably going to have to come out. Petty with 4. I believe, Cody. We'll double check that.
Yeah, I think they said
it's 4.
1-5 there.
Petty 4 fouls, 8 points. Started off really hot for Atlantic. Got the first 3 ball to put the Trojans up 3-0. Atlantic has never trailed in this game. Shenandoah did tie it once at 6 in that first quarter, but that was the end of that. 52-36. Free throw by Graham is good. Graham is 2 for 2 from the line. Second free throw come up, he has 4 points. 52-36 Atlantic on the Save Pros scoreboard. 5:37 to play third. Free throw missed. Malia rebound. Kick out to Hudson McLaren. Pass into Jewell. Jewell high and left. Attacks the rim. Lays it up. No good. Rebound. Athan for Shenandoah. 5:25 to go in the third. Out to Sells. Baseline steal by Henry Nelson. And he's going to be called for a foul on Twyman. With 5:23 left, third quarter. Inbounds Twyman from the far sideline for Shenandoah. The throw in. Breaking is Graham. He'll take it. Top of the circle. Hands it off to Twyman. Right baseline Sells. Sells at the wing. Puts up a tough shot. Misses. Rebound Gavin McLaren for Atlantic. Outlet pass to Jewell. Jewell weaves his way to the front. Baseline Nelson. Jewell at the top. He'll fire a triple. Money! Ho!
I'm getting hot.
Jewell with his third triple drops into the ocean. 55-36 Atlantic, and Jewell fouls at the other end on Sells. How about Kennick Jewell having a breakout game tonight, Cody? 18 for Jewell. 2 fouls now on Kennick. Jewell with 3 3-point shots. And the free throw on the way by Sells is good. Atlantic up 55-37. .456 to play third quarter. Second free throw by Carter Sells coming up. He'll lob it up, and it is good. Sells hits them. Hits them both for Shenandoah. He's 12. Here comes Atlantic in the front, 55-38. Trojans up big. They'll kick it to Jewell out top to Hudson McLaren. Hudson guarded by Sells, leaves it left wing to Jewell. Jewell, the 3 beyond the arc, down to Gab McLaren. He'll take it to the rim. Wild shot is good. Travel called on Gavin.
I have no idea how he made that. It was like 2 hands behind your back.
Yeah, it was a no-look shot. He was just backpedaling and literally called for travel. Turnover to Shenandoah. 4.5 to go. Third quarter. They move it out to Sells for 3. Good. Sells. Carter Sells with a triple. He has 15.
And those 2 freshmen from Shan are just racking up the points.
There's still a lot of time left. Shenandoah can get a rally going here. Atlantic in the front court. Nice move by Jewell. Layup no good. Rebound McLaren. Put back good. McLaren with 20. Atlantic 57-41. Shenandoah in the front court. 3:50 to go. Third quarter. Twyman right wing. Double teamed. Trap now. Gets it away. And Molia with his knockout along the baseline. Burdorf will come in for Shenandoah, and Nathan comes out. Gage Gross is now in for Atlantic, number 22 for the Trojans. 3:46 to play, third quarter. 57-41 Trojans, as I mentioned before, never trailed. It was tied at 6-6 their early first quarter. That was it. Throw in out top to Twyman for Shenandoah. Looks left baseline to Buttry. Gabe Buttry down low, and Cole Graham knocks it out of bounds. Atlanta gets the ball back on the turnover. Molia's been held at 2 points for Atlantic, but he's done a lot of other good things in the ball game. Rebounds, steals. 3.5 to go, third. Kennick Jewell, top of the circle. McLaren, Hudson, top. Jewell, left baseline. He'll fire the 3. Good! Jewell again! 4 threes for Kennick. He has 21, a breakout game for Jewell. 60-41 Atlantic. And this Mustangs turn it over at the other end. Molia, Hudson McLaren. Pass is knocked out by Twyman. How about Kennick Jewell, Cody? 4 threes in the ball game. 21, averaging 7 coming in.
3 in the second half here, correct?
3 in the second half alone. He's playing with a lot of confidence. O'Rourke will check that. Yeah, O'Rourke will check in for Shenandoah. 3:08 to play, third quarter. 60-41 Trojans. Their largest lead here at 19. Winning Jewell with a big game. Kick out top to Hudson McLaren. Hudson across the half-court line will set up the O. Off the screen, high and right. Jewell top, fires the 3, short. Rebound Molia, back to Jewell. He'll take another. Here it is. Good! Oh, man! 63-41. Jewell with 24. Buttry, baseline 3. Missed the shot for Shen. Gross with a rebound out to Jewell. A foul call on Gabe Buttry with 2:42 to go. But how about Kennick Jewell? He has 4 threes in the second half, alone 5 for the game. 24 for Jewell. Atlantic with the ball in the front court.
They're trying to decide what the ball got thrown down the court, and they thought they were going to be able to inbound it there.
Trying to find the spot they're going to throw it in at. Inbounds, Hudson McLaren. Jewell go to the shooting guard. And that's been the difference. Hudson's been handling that point guard, allowing Kennick to get open on some of those perimeter shots. He's high and right. Pulls up. Long J, no good for 3. Rebound O'Rourke. Mustangs on the move. O'Rourke all the way down inside, lays it up and in. O'Rourke with 4. 63-43, Atlantic by 20. 2:12 to play. Third quarter and a travel cold on the Trojans. 2:10 left, 63-43. Burdorf will throw it in for the Mustangs. O'Rourke will take it. He'll bring it across the timeline for Shenandoah. Near the 2-minute mark to play in the third. Pass to Buttry, high and left. Inside, Twyman goes to work. Hook shot is good. 63-45 Atlantic. Twyman with a bucket. He's got 9 for Shenandoah. Jewell, top of the circle. To Molia. He'll take it to the rim. Missed the shot. O'Rourke rebound for the Mustangs. On the move. 1:40 to go third. Down low. Twyman finishes and lays it in. Twyman again. He's got 11. 63-47. 4 straight for the Mustangs. 1:25 to go in the third. Atlantic with the ball in the front court. Jewell off the screen. Pulls up at the elbow. Down low. Good feed. McLaren scores. What a great look.
Yeah, that's been open. That was a nice pass there.
22 for McLaren. 65-47. Atlantic with a lead and a timeout called by Coach Spiegel for Shenandoah. Hey, we'll take it with them, and we're back right after these.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building wealth and neglecting their health, only to wish they could trade their wealth for better health at the end? This is Dr. Fritz Beyer, and it has now been over 30 years since my first chiropractic adjustment. I still get asked, do you get adjusted? Absolutely. I try to get adjusted at least once a month. I'm 47 now and still try to stay as active as ever. While I do get a few more aches and pains than when I was younger, it feels great to be able to step on the mat and help kids learning to wrestle. Chiropractic has helped me feel young enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY.
1:10 to go in this third quarter. 65-47 Atlantic. Trojans led 30-18 after 1 quarter of play. 49-35 at the halftime break, and up by 18 here. 65-47. Inbounds Shenandoah. Sells with the top of the circle to Burdorf. Burdorf on the drive. Back out top to O'Rourke. 60 seconds to go third quarter. O'Rourke baseline to Sells. Back to O'Rourke, high and right. Sells again. Step back 3 and a whistle, and we've got a foul, I believe, away from the basketball. 55 seconds on the clock, third quarter. Foul on Gage Gross, and that'll be 5 on Atlantic, so that'll put Twyman on the free throw line. He's had a lot of minutes tonight, and Twyman will shoot a pair for Shen. He has 11 points for the Mustangs. His first of 2 up and missed. Twyman with 5 free throw attempts. He's 2 for 5 here for the ball game. Twyman, 58% free throw shooter. He's averaging 4.8 a game, and he's surpassed that tonight with 11. Second free throw for Twyman. He is in flight, and it drops in. Twyman 1 for 2. That trip is 12. 65-48 Atlantic with the lead of the ball. 50 seconds to play third quarter. Here comes Kenneth Jewell across the half-court line in the ring. Shenandoah on the man defense. Twyman on Jewell. He gives him a lot of room with 40 seconds to go through third quarter. Reed Woodward in for Atlantic now, and Gavin McLaren. So they go large with Molia as well. Across that front, 6'2", 6'2", 6'4". Here's McLaren, loses handle. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Trojans. I don't know if it's slick down there, Cody, or what, but
might be those new shoes.
It could be. You scuffle up a little bit. 25 seconds to go, third quarter. Shenandoah with the basketball. Sells will bring it across. 65-48 Atlantic. On the Seed Pros scoreboard, Burdorf, high post. Wings it left. Athan, the lefty for 3. Good. Athan knocked down a triple. He has 4 points. Gives the Mustangs some life. 65-51. 5 seconds, 4. Jewell with the free throw line. Dumps it low to Molia. Woodward at 1. Fires no, and that's it. So the Mustangs finish on a positive note with Athan's 3-ball. And we go to the final period. Atlantic up 65-51. We're back in a minute.
At 2nd Street Auto, it's our mission to get you back on the road fast. And it all starts with free local towing. Once you're back at the shop, we talk you through your car repair with a free and fair estimate. We do everything in-house so you know who's working on your car. Our Hercules tires come with free road hazard repair, free rotation for the life of the tires, and a free alignment check. And nobody can beat our transmission rebuild and repair experts. Brakes, tune-ups, oil changes, preventative maintenance, and service work make 2nd Street your first stop.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Well, the Trojans have been in command the entire game, and we start the fourth quarter with Atlantic leading 65-51. And the basketball Petty back in with 4 fouls with Jewell, Hudson McLaren, Gab McLaren, and Moalia. And Kinnick brings it across the half-court line for Atlantic. He'll leave it off for Grant Petty. Back out top to Gavin McLaren. To Kinnick Jewell for 3. No good. Rebound swatted out of bounds by Shenandoah. Atlantic gets the ball.
Yeah, they do.
Trojan will inbounds from the right side of the basket. Hudson McLaren will trigger. 7:53 to go here in the game. Atlantic 65-51 lead. Pass it to Gab McLaren. He'll put it up, no good. Foul called on Shenandoah. There were 6 hands up in the air, and Gavin was able to draw the foul. He'll shoot a pair of the free throw line. Gavin with 22 points. Kinnick Jewell with 24. 2 free throws for the junior Gab McLaren. The first one in flight is no good. Gab McLaren, a 52% free throw shooter. He's 14 of 27 coming in. His second of 2 forthcoming. And the ball in flight, and it is short. Rebound comes off to Athan for Shenandoah. Score remains 65-51. Mustangs with the ball. Here's Carter Sells for 3. Good! Sells from the right wing. Knocked down a triple. 65-54. Mustangs within 11 here. Atlantic in the front. Shot by Jewell, no good. Gavin rebound. Put back is no good. He draws the foul. Just like that, Cody, the Mustangs just kind of snuck back in. They were down by 18 at one point here this half.
That's Rorick's 5th.
You know, Rorick fouls out. He's been in trouble all night long with fouls as Twyman comes in, but Twyman's had some very good minutes for Shenandoah's 12 points. Gab McLaren on the line for a pair. A lot of time left here, and Shen making a run out of here late. Gavin's free throw on the way, and it is good.
Yeah, the 3 balls, you can gain a lot of ground there in a short period of time.
Absolutely. 23 for McLaren. Kinnick Jewell leads Atlantic with 24. Second free throw by the junior. Got them both. Big free throws. 67-54. Atlantic back up by 13. Nearing the 7-minute mark to play. Graham, left wing. Athan has a big 3 driving. Cut off nicely by Petty. Back to Sells. Left wing, baseline drive. Pulls up, shot, no. Rebound, Gab McLaren. Kick out to Kinnick Jewell. Under 7 to play in the game. Jewell high and right, weaves his way to the top. Behind the back dribble, drives inside, and he throws it away. Graham with a steal. To Carter Sells, 6:40 to go. Here in this fourth quarter, Sells to Graham. Twyman guarded by Kinnick Jewell at the top of the circle. Twyman drive, cut off, baseline. Athan takes it to the rim. Shot up, no. Foul on Moalia. First foul in Atlantic here in the fourth quarter. Shenandoah has 2. 6:31 to play here. Shooting foul for Dalton Athan. He has 4 points, a 3-point shot here in the half. 67-54, Atlantic by 13. Free throw, no good by Athan. Both teams have struggled at the line. Shenandoah shot a plethora of free throws compared to Atlantic. Second free throw, Athan is up, and it is off the heel, no. Moalia with the rebound for the Trojans. And Kenny Jewell will bring it across during the 6-minute mark to play here in the game. Atlantic up by 13, 67-54. Gavin McLaren high post. Hudson back to Gavin. High and left to Kenny Jewell. Jewell off the screen. Inside to Gavin McLaren. He'll take it inside. Has trouble with it. Puts his head down. Puts up a tough shot. No good. Rebound Twyman for the Mustangs. They can cut the lead here. Twyman for three. No good. Petty rebound. A big miss, a big rebound, and then they throw it away. 5:56 to go. 67-54, Atlantic by 13. They've led by as many as 18 here in the second half. Mustangs will throw it in. Twyman back out top to Carter Sells. Sells going to Hudson McLaren, top of the circle. Sells looks right side for Ethan. Backdoor Twyman down low. Layup is no good. Twyman gets his own rebound. Fall away putback is missed. Rebound long to Twyman again. Splits the D. Lobs one up. No good. A foul called. And Twyman with that effort earns a couple of free throws. And the Mustangs are hanging in here, Cody Weaver. 5:34 to play, down by 13. And Twyman with a pair.
Seems like it's been a long game. Yeah, I don't know if it's just the number of fouls, but it really stretching out. And, you know, Shenandoah the second half has hit some threes and tightened it up, and Atlantic hasn't been able to capitalize when they've had the ball.
Yeah, 3 threes for Shenandoah, and it's Jewell with the 4 threes for Atlantic to kind of keep them going during the third quarter. Timeout called. 5:34 to play, 67-55. Atlantic by 12. We're back right after these.
At Outfitters Plus in Atlantic, you'll find all the latest in custom apparel and headwear. Head to Outfitters and work with the design pros to make your customized tees, team apparel, and personalized swag for your business a reality. Whether it's fan apparel for your high school or youth sports teams, your business, or you just want to make something your own, you'll have everyone saying, "Where'd you get that?" Don't forget, Outfitters will also add your group store online to make ordering a breeze. Get personalized at Outfitters Plus Outlet Store in Atlantic. Stop by today.
Steak sandwiches. That's right. Join us Saturday, January 4th for Customer Appreciation Lunch, hosted by Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto and Campbell Mechanical. The Crazy Randys are excited to show their gratitude for your local business and celebrate the upcoming new year. It's Saturday, January 4th from 11 to 1 at Atlantic Egg and Auto for free steak sandwiches, chips, and a drink. Come for the food, tell some stories, and enjoy some delicious treats on us.
From Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, Campbell Mechanical, and the Cass County Cattlemen.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
67-55 Atlantic with a 12-point lead. Twyman the free throw line is second of 2. And it's up and it is in. Now the lead is cut to 11. 67-56. 5.5 to play. Jewell brings it across the half-court line for the Trojans. He works high and right. Back out top to Hudson McLaren. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Left wing Jewell. Into Gab McLaren. He'll take it to the rim. Cut off nicely. Back to Jewell for 3. Good! Oh, man. Jewell with 5 threes here in this second half. Boy, Atlantic needed that one. 70-56. Sells down low. Can't get a shot to go, but he's fouled. Kenny Jewell with 27 points. A career high for Jewell. He has 3 from beyond the arc here in the second half. He has 6 for the game. Sells will shoot 2 from the line. Free throw no good. Second one coming up. Sells has shot 9 free throws. Second free throw by Sells in flight. Missed them both, but Ethan with the rebound. Back inside, no good by Ethan. Rebound, Gab McLaren. Out to Kenny Jewell. Down low, Petty, layup up and good. Great look by Jewell. Petty finishes it for Atlantic. 72-56. Trojans 4 straight. 4:46 to play. Sells driving. He lays it up and in. 72-58. Shenandoah just keeps grinding here.
Well, they counted the basket also, so.
Basket's good. Sells will shoot. He has 20 points in the game for the Mustangs. 3 threes here in the contest. Free throw is no good. Rebound Hudson McLaren. Here come the Trojans with 4:39 to play, leading 72-58 on the Seed Pros scoreboard, their highest scoring of the year. Down low to McLaren. Gavin lays it up, no good. Moya with the finish for Atlantic. What a rebound and a finish.
Good follow-up there.
No, Moya with 4 is all, but he's had a big impact in the game. 74-58 Atlantic. Mustangs in the front. Twyman loses the handle. Now we've got a jump ball. Good hustle by Hudson McLaren down low. 4:13 in the clock. 74-58 Trojans. Burdorf comes in for Shenandoah. And Cole Graham comes out. Mustangs will inbounds left side of the basket with 4:13 to play. Atlantic up 74-58. Inbounds to Gabe Buttry. And a steal by Moya. Buttry tried to go low to Burdorf, and Moya alertly with the steal. Petty, baseline drive, lays it up, and no good. And the rebound pulled down by the Mustangs. Athan with it under 4 to play. Pass to Sells, high and right. Sells backs up behind the arc, down low to Gabe Buttry. Guarded by McLaren, shot up, no good. McLaren got a hand on it. Moya with a rebound for Atlantic, 3:45 to play. Atlantic up 74-58 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Gavin Hudson McLaren guarded by Gabe Buttry at the top of the circle. Junior against a freshman. Hudson weaves back and forth, 3.5 to play. Hudson on the drive to Petty, out top to Jewell. 11 on the shot clock. Petty baseline. Now out top to Moya. Baseline Hudson McLaren to Jewell. He's got to put it up here. On the drive, reverse layup. No, Moya with a rebound. His shot is good right before the buzzer.
About as close as you can get.
That was close, 76-58 Atlantic, 3:07 to play. Twyman with it high and right now for Shenandoah. Guarded by Jewell, back out top to Burdorf. Burdorf makes a move with the elbow, now takes it inside the block. Ball is loose, Hudson McLaren after it. Buttry a hand on it, jump ball. Aero Atlantic, they'll have the ball with under 3 to play now in this game, and timeout is going to be called. 76-58 Atlantic, back up by 18.
The Super Bowl at Atlantic is a great place to have your next celebration. Birthday parties, family outings, date nights, or just hanging out with friends. The Super Bowl is the place to be. With Glow Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights, and ramps and bumpers for the kids, anyone can have a blast at the Super Bowl. Call Dan today at 243-4656 to reserve your lane and get ready for fun.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit
enough to do it. If staying active is part of your future plans, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
KS 95.7 is KSWI Atlantic, a proud part of Meredith Communications. KS 95.7.
2:55 left to play. Atlantic up by 18, 76-58 of the ball. Full court press. Buttry chasing McLaren to the front court. Hudson top of the circle. 2:46. 2:45 to play. McLaren, top of the key. 2:40 to play. Pass right side to Moya. Moya looks for Gavin McLaren. He has 24. McLaren step back three. God, McLaren knocks down a three. He's got 27. Atlantic up 79-58. What a night for McLaren. He has 27. Kenny Jewell with 27 as well. Shenandoah in the front. 2:19 to play. Out top to Twyman. Twyman guarded by Jewell off the screen on the bounce. Lose the ball, gets it back. Double team, trapped. Back out to 8th at the top of the circle. Knocks it down from 15.
Got a nice looking left-handed shot.
Well, second half, he's come alive shooting. He had a 3-ball, Athan did, and now he's got the field goal. Athan with 6 points. Atlantic in the front court, leading 79-60. With 1:49 to play, we got a foul called. Grant Petty's got things started early for Atlantic with a 3-ball, then a field goal. Atlantic led 4-0 early, then 6-0 on a 6-0 run to start the game. And then the Mustangs answered a 6-0 run, tied at 6, and after that, all Atlantic. Buttrey fouls Hudson McLaren. And that's 4 on Shenandoah, 4 on Atlantic here in the final stanza. Trojans led 30-18 after 1 quarter play, 49-35 at the halftime break, 65-51 after 3, 79-60 here. They're averaging 44 coming in. Hudson McLaren, top of the circle. On the drive, slithers in, lays it up, and got it. A foul called. Hudson McLaren gets the and one for Atlantic, 81-60. Trojans' largest lead here, 21. So Hudson will shoot the and one, the old-fashioned way, the old 3-point shot.
Yep.
Atlantic up 81-60, their largest lead of the game. Free throw, Hudson, good. 3-point play for the junior. 82-60 Trojans. Shen in the front court. Top of the circle, Twyman lose the handle. Malia picks it up, out to Jewell. 1.5 to go, and Jewell's going to slow her down for the Trojans. Top of the circle, on the bounce, down to Malia, lays it up and in. Malia just leisurely went down to the basket.
He was wide open underneath there. And
84-60. Atlantic gets the rebound, has to head to Malia, lays it up and in. And Malia with 8 points in the second half. And the Trojans up 86-60. Coach Franken calls the timeout. And the starters get the big hand. But a night for Atlantic, 27 for Jewell here in the ball game. At 27 for Gavin McLaren. Big nights for them. And Petty had 10 points for the Trojans. Malia with 10, and 8 of those came in the second half. 1:05 left, 86-60. We'll hear from Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken afterwards on our post-game show. And the inbounds. Shenandoah with it. They clear their bench as well. We'll pick these guys up. Top of the circle, Michael Blaine. Estes. Near side to Kellogg. 49 seconds left to go. Atlantic will pick up their second win of the season. Shenandoah will go to 1-6 on the year. Shot put up and missed by the Mustangs. They scramble down low. 36 seconds to go. And the reserves getting a chance to play here. Blaine with a 3, missed the mark. Gross rebounds for Atlantic. He'll race to the other end for the Trojans. Pass across the paint to Johnson. Back out top for 3. No good by Hunter Nelson. Johnson rebound for the Trojans. And now Coach Franken will back him up, and that'll be it. Atlantic wins this one 86-60 over the Shenandoah Mustangs. Trojans getting started in 2025 on the right foot. Post-game show coming up. It's brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors that caring for neighbors. Back right after these.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan basketball on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
Well, the Trojans got some offensive work done over the break, Cody Weaver. They put up 86 points, double their average before the Christmas break. They averaged 44 coming in, but they had some big nights here. Some Trojans, they ended up with 4 threes in the first half. They had 6 threes, had 10 threes for the game here tonight. I'm looking forward to talking to Coach Franken about that here. And they topped the Mustangs 86-60. Hey, give Shenandoah credit. They made a run at it there with about 4 minutes to go. In that fourth quarter, they were down only by 11. I mean, they had come back.
Yeah, they came back quite a bit that second half. They had some nice threes, and we had a tough time, making shots, and they continued to battle and not give up.
Final score again, 86-60. We'll talk to Coach Franken here in just a little bit, and I'm sure he's got to feel good about what his team did tonight. Let's take a look at the scoring for the Mustangs. We'll just go from the top to bottom here. Dalton Nathan, he started the game, the 6'2" senior, and he had 1 point in the first half, but he had a big three in that second, and he actually trimmed that lead to 11 there in the second half. But he ended up with 6 points here in the ball game. Joey O'Rourke, who played with foul trouble, had 4. Carter Sells, the freshman, he ended up with 5-8 in the first half. Then he had 2 threes, 14, 15, 16. He had 18 for the Mustangs. And Gabe Botry had 13 points, and all those came in the first half. He was dynamite for Shenandoah. And he's just a freshman as well. And then Cole Graham, a 6'2" junior, he ended up with 4 points for the Mustangs. And Logan Twyman, the 6'1" junior, he had 6 points, 7 points in the first half, and he came back in the second half with 7 more. He had 14 for the game. Again, 86-60, Atlantic with a win. 27 each for Kennick Jewell, who hit 6 3-point shots tonight. Gab McLaren owned the paint. He had 18 in the first half, ended up with 27 for the game for Atlantic. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We're back, hopefully, to talk to Coach Dalton Franken here coming up.
Savor and save this weekend at your Atlantic Hy-Vee. 3 days only, Friday through Sunday. Fresh ground chuck, $3.98 a pound. Jimmy Dean bacon, only $2.99 each. Bone-in pork shoulder roast, only $1.68 a pound. Hy-Vee Midwest pork, boneless pork loin chops, 3 for $5. Marinated chicken breasts, 2 for $4. Our own special recipe bratwurst slingshire patties, 10 for $10, and that's definitely not all. As always, thank you for shopping your Atlantic Hy-Vee.
Is your New Year's resolution to save money? Are you hungry for a slice of greatness? Godfather's Pizza, located right here at Olson's BP in Atlantic, has a deal that you can't refuse all January long. Right now, order any large pizza and you'll get half off any delicious side. Don't wait, this offer is only good through the end of January, and it's one side per order. Swing by Olson's BP in Atlantic and make sure your next meal doesn't break the bank. Godfather's Pizza and Olson's BP in Atlantic, the keep you going store.
At Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We've been dedicated to our communities for over 35 years. From real estate and ag loans to personal and commercial banking, we offer a full range of financial services tailored to meet your needs. We believe in giving back and being involved in the communities we serve. Stop into one of our 12 convenient locations or visit us at rollinghillsbank.com.
Get ready for a fresh start at Greg Young Atlantic. Our Greg Young Fresh Start program helps you hit the road with confidence, overcome credit challenges with personalized financing, and a wide selection of great vehicles. Visit us today to find your brand new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram, or check out our huge pre-owned selection at GregYoungAtlantic.com and GregYoungCDJRAtlantic.com. And to apply. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Here at Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Score the Trojans 86-60 as Coach Dalton Franken will make his way up here and get some comments from him with the big win tonight. Some sharp shooting by the Trojans. No question about it, Cody Weaver. A big win, a good way to get things started here after the Christmas break. And Coach Franken coming up here is Trojans picking up a big win after this Christmas break. What were you most impressed with here before we talk to Coach Franken?
Well, I mean, the 3 balls, he talked about the time over Christmas, being able to kind of gel as a team, and they really passed the ball around well tonight to the open guys. Gavin was open in the middle quite a bit that first half, and he had a great night, but the guys shooting outside from the 3-point shots were good too. So hopefully the momentum from tonight carries us into tomorrow night's game.
You bet. We're going to talk to Coach Frank, and right after this, our post-game show brought to you by Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Surgery, RSVP. Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors. Health.
Welcome back. Our post-game show brought to you by Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors, and we're joined by Atlantic Head boys basketball coach Dalton Frank. And I don't know where to start, Coach. Offense was huge tonight, inside and out. Put it in your words.
Yeah, I would just say our defense set the tone from the jump tonight. We got them to turn the ball over there a little bit with our full court pressure. Got a couple easy baskets to start things out, and it was kind of a tale of two halves for us offensively. Gavin dominated in the first half. I think he had 16 or 18 maybe at halftime, 18. And then Kinnick started cooking in the third quarter there. I think it was the third, but. I told the guys in the locker room, I go, look, let's not complicate things. This is the hardest we've played for 32 minutes this year, and that's the result. So, it's no secret. It's an effort thing, and it's not fancy. It's not anything pretty, but it gets the job done, and that's what we need to do. It's effort, and I was really, really happy with our defensive effort tonight.
Coach, as far as the way you came out here after the Christmas break, is this kind of a I guess some work done over the Christmas break here that showed itself?
Yep, we worked a lot on our full court pressure and where we want to funnel the ball for our funnel the ball to for our trapping opportunities, and we really capitalized on that. With that pressure, you're obviously going to pick up some fouls, and Shenandoah got to the free throw line too early and too often, especially there in the second half. But we're still learning, right? Aggressive fouls are fine. The aggressive fouls 80 feet from the basket are the one that make me want to pull my hair out. So, but you can't fault the kids' effort, and we'll trade a few of those for the effort we got tonight for sure. Again,
27 for Jewell, and he had 6 3-point shots on the night. Talk about his shooting, first of all, and he had a lot of confidence.
Yeah, Kinnick can obviously shoot the ball, especially when he sees a couple go down. I really like the way he hunts his next one after he's seen a few go down. Very, very, very happy for Kinnick to see some shots go down, and it spreads the defense out for us, opens things up inside for Gavin and Sheldon and Reed, and I thought Sheldon was really, really huge for us on the defensive end tonight. That kid, he busted his butt all night for us. He's at the top of our 1-2-2 half-court trap. He was really active in our 55 full-court man, and credit to him. I was on him pretty much all Christmas break. With his length and athleticism, I go, if you just sell out on the defensive end for us, you're going to impact winning and on a lot of possessions and in a lot of games for us. So I was really happy with his effort tonight and the way he played.
Well, we mentioned that several times. The first half didn't have a lot of points, but what he was doing was really impacting the game and really creating, I think, for his teammates as well in that first half. Well, congrats on that. Creston coming up next, a quick turnaround, Coach.
Yeah, quick turnaround. The boys would rather play games than practice anyway, but I got to get home, pull some Creston film up, and look what we can take away there. They got a stud 6'3" kid that we're gonna have our hands full with. A really good sophomore point guard as well. They're a well-coached team, so we're looking forward to the challenge. We told the boys enjoy this one tonight, and we got a quick turnaround. So come back ready to work, and they will be. Hudson McLaren was huge for us tonight, man. Yeah. I was just thinking I can't go without saying anything. He was first to the floor for loose balls tonight. Those are the winning plays, man. You got to have those. You got to have those balls. Got to make those plays. And Hudson did for us tonight. Had a nice and one take down the stretch for us too, to really put put a stamp on it tonight. So was really happy for Hudson and with his effort tonight.
Yeah, and Grant Petty had a quick three. Good to see him hit one.
Oh yeah, Grant's a grinder, man, and Grant is one of our best defenders too.
Yeah.
He was just one of those. He picked up a couple cheap ones and was just kind of battling foul trouble all night. But Grant was huge for us. Never have to worry about him playing pedal to the metal and giving it his all. And he's really put the work in on his shot, and I mean it's starting to show. He's starting to knock shots down and getting more confident in his game. So. Good win for us, quick turnaround, and we're looking forward to Saturday.
Very good. Coach, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you tomorrow.
Appreciate it.
We'll have pregame for the girls at 2:15 with the boys game to follow on 95.7 FM and also our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com. TV, YouTube, powered by Nishnanets. Well, that'll do it for the broadcast tonight. Thank you for joining us on the girls game. It was Shenandoah winning that one by the score of 56-53, and the boys' game, Atlanta comes back to win 86-60 over Shenandoah. For Cody Weaver, I'm Tom Robinson. A big thanks for joining us here. Come back tomorrow. We'll be on at 2:15 for the girls' game, followed by the boys. Good night from Atlantic.